All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV on time, just on time. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support, man, for real. Um, yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna talk about the little Tank Gamboa fight live. It was a little bit more interesting than I thought it was. Regis, get at Crawford on IG, and then we're gonna talk about making boxing great again, man. I found out what the problem with this boxing shit is, man. But damn. Let's talk about it real quick. Give me a minute. Load up. Graylin Wells, salute. Devin, salute. Mr. Child, salute. Sean, salute. Hold on. Mansoor, salute. So we in here, man. All right, let's talk a little bit about last night with Tank. Everybody was quick to say he got exposed and this and that. And you had other people acting like they was acting like they didn't know what people was talking about. And you got two sides of the pendulum. Really, you should really have three. All right, you got the people who like Tank. You got the people who don't like Tank. You got the people that's subjective about Tank. All right, do the people that like Tank got a reason to like Tank? Yeah, a knockout puncher. He from Baltimore. He a Mayweather protege, and he got a lot of popularity for a fighter of his caliber. Jab, Lay Sports, excuse me, salute. All right, we established that. For the people that don't like Tank, do they got a reason? But he fighting this level of opposition, and seeing people that's subjective. Obviously, they call it how they see it, and that's just what it is. Dollar X salute. I'm one of the dudes that call it like I see it. All right, but last night with him and Gamboa was a good fight. It was better than I expected. Gamboa said he ruptured his Achilles, but he don't know until he go get an MRI. So it could have been a rupture. It could have been. It could have just been maybe a little tear, a micro tear, or whatever the situation was. But Miles having fun with this bone. He's getting on my nerves. But I'm not gonna snatch it from him. But give me 1 second. But like I said before, Gamboa was a veteran, savvy guy, and you had guys before the fight comparing Gamboa to his performance versus Terence Crawford. People were saying, "Oh, that's the same guy," and Tango stopped this Gamboa. Gamboa, veteran. Gamboa still pretty good. You see how he did versus Rocky Martinez. So you did have some people. He said, "Doctor confirmed that Gamboa ruptured his Achilles." Oh, damn, he was still fighting like that. But you know, you got people that spoke up Gamboa. You got people that said, the consensus feeling around the fight was Tank was gonna knock him out in a few rounds. I mean, Mikey Garcia said it. I felt it. I knew Gamboa wasn't the same fighter, but whatever it was that was bothering Tank about Gamboa before or after the Achilles injury. Hold on, I can't take it no more. Come here. Go find another toy to play with. I can't take it no more. It's getting on my nerves. Get. Don't get attitude with me. Go. And like I said, at the end of the day, you supposed to take every fight serious. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to take every fight serious as hell. For him to go 12 with Gamboa, a Gamboa who relies on his reflexes, a Gamboa that don't ever have his hands up. I don't know what was wrong with Tank last night. Tank seemed like the movement of Gamboa nullified his combination punching, or he was just relying on knocking guys out with one punch so much that hold on, man. My bad, I had to officially take it from him. But like I said before, with Gervonta Tank Davis, I don't know what was the problem last night. Was Gamboa movement too much? Was Gamboa he was smothering? Some people saying, well, he was holding Gamboa. Gamboa was holding him. It's a way not to get healed. I was watching the old interview about Kenny talk about how Kill was holding Sean Porter. Don't let him hold you then. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, holding goes against the rules. It's subjective. Some referees take away from holding. Some referees don't take away from holding. It is what it is. It's subjective. What's up, Ricky? I see you. It's subjective. How you let an old man hold you the whole night with one leg? You know what I'm saying? Tank supposed to be physically strong enough, and that's something you got to work in. Giving him that cold shoulder, pushing him, working underneath the rib cage. His coach was giving him the right advice, Calvin Ford. He said hit him with that penitentiary knife. And whatever reason it was, Tank will never follow up with 2 or 3 punches. You know, but hey, it's a learning experience. Lawrence Williams, salute. Y'all go subscribe to Lawrence Williams. Gamboa was using every veteran trick in the book. And Gamboa, before the Achilles injury, he didn't have much pop on his punches either. If you notice, he was too tired to push him off. That's what it looked like. Gamboa didn't have, before, after, he had no steam on his punches regardless. He didn't. No punches on no steam on his punches. So at the end of the day, Tank had problems with accuracy. Tank had problems with combination punching last night. And he had problems with stamina. And his coach said he tried to make weight on his own. That's what his coach said. He said he tried to make the weight on his own. So there you have it. Leonard Ellerbe is a strength and conditioning coach, if my memory serves me correctly, by trade. Once again, Leonard Ellerbe is a strength and conditioning coach by trade. Now, is that a conflict of interest to promote and be a strength and conditioning coach? I don't know. I don't know if that's a conflict of interest. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if Gamboa came in injured but wasn't going to pull out and miss the payday. Possibly. Kevin Durant had the same injury. You know, he had a micro tear, came back and ended up rupturing it, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. He said Tank was exposed, and that's my dude, but Kevin Brook, I learned how good he really was last night. Pay me no mind. So what up, though? I gotta think Gamboa was desperate and made Tank feel uncomfortable. Then Tank wasn't all the way prepared. Well, he made weight himself. That's the word on the street. Shout out to Pay Me No Mind. You know, it's the word on the street. Kyle Ford said he made weight himself. But that's the strength. That's what Ellerbe is. Remember, motherfuckers used to joke about Ellerbe holding Floyd legs for the sit-ups. Leonard Ellerbe is not a promoter by trade. Leonard Ellerbe was, I think he was the Sean Rockman strength and conditioning coach. This is why they want to have Tank train in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And he got a Lamborghini or whatever the fuck he jumped out of. Excuse my broke taste. He don't have no strength and conditioning coach. He go to Icebox, get his grill, no strength and conditioning coach. You can't do that shit by yourself. That's why Tony Harrison, you know, they got stamina problems probably because he ain't got no nutritionist or no strength and conditioning coach. Sorry. Go, Derrick Henry, go. This fat bitch got to make it. Yes, motherfucker, give me my money. Sorry, y'all. I need that shit from Derrick Henry. Boy, I was up $100 when I was just on the phone with Town Ass. My nigga Derrick Henry just took that bitch to church. Watch, I'm down to like winning $4 on FanDuel. Watch what I tell you. $11 fucking dollars. That a bitch. Shit crazy. Crazy ass shit. Shit crazy. I was just up big, man. I can't stand the NFL. But yeah, my bad. He said salute, Flashy Benz. I said it himself. He knew he wanted to take him into deep water. He was tired, but wanted to reserve his stamina. I can't lie, bro. Gamboa need to see a brain doctor because he was taking shots. SJ Fish 1-1 salute. Graylin says, shit, I hope Leo beats Tank to stop the Twitter fingers. At least Leo stay low key, quiet, and play his position in ducking. Do so nice, salute. I mean, You know, it is what it is. You know, a lot of people don't like him because he talk a lot of shit. But it ain't. You really not unlikable when you talk shit once you back it up. You can still be unlikable. People gotta respect you. Tank ain't got that respect where he can be calling Wilder a time girl or he can be talking the shit that he be talking. He ain't got enough respect. He ain't got enough respect. You know what I'm saying? This is a nigga that's talking about, oh, I'm gonna knock him out faster than Crawford did. He didn't. And what people say? Well, Jose Benavidez got shot in the leg. Yeah, like 2 years before. That's nigga's favorite. That's nigga's favorite line. Nigga Crawford got shot in the head. You want to get shot in the leg or you want to get shot in the head? So spare me that. Spare me that. The excuses. Angel Santos, salute. The excuses these dudes come up with. I asked the motherfucker on Twitter, right? I said, man, this nigga probably started watching boxing too. I'm young. Then shut the fuck up, nigga. You feel me? Nigga, they motherfuckers be talking like they know something. Oh, I'm young. If you young, go talk to the young boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? I know you young. I've been watching boxing for over 20-something years. You've been watching boxing since this decade, late in this decade. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, I'm young. I'm young. I know you young. Oh, Crawford went 12 with Nick. What about Charlo? This nigga was Jorge Sebastian Highland came in with one leg. Charlo barely knocked him out. Well, Terence Crawford, Benavidez had one leg. That nigga got shot in the head. Gervonta Tank Davis' difference was Gamboa had been stopped twice. Right? He got a rivalry versus Jason Sosa. I watched that fight. So in actuality, he really lost 3 times going into that fight and was stopped twice. All right? These dudes will rationalize anything. That's why I said people, fans, the media will make you not like a fighter. And I say it again, fans and media will make you not like a fighter. You know what I'm saying? They'll defend anything. And then Champside posted a video of Earl a minute ago. He posted on IG, this nigga drunk again. This nigga high again. If my eyes serve me correctly. Same nigga he was hanging around with when the car crasher. He still hanging around them same niggas. They kept Tank busy, fat ass busy. He fought 3 times. Didn't Tank fight 3 times this year? Hugo Ruiz, Ricardo Nunes, and Gamboa. If he ain't gonna be efficient in his training, this as much as a fighter at his level gonna fight. These dudes fight once or twice a year. He said Gamboa went 10 rounds with Miguel Beltran Colbert. Miguel Beltran Colbert stepped him in 1 round. Exactly, bro. Come on. Mark, salute. He said, "Don." He said, "Chase Instagram for me. My name is okay, but you finna be cracking up hella hard at what I sent you. All right, I got you. Give me a minute. I can't believe I was winning all that money. Man, fuck FanDuel. What the fuck is this? Dog, what the fuck is this? Hell no, this nigga all clickbait, bro. Oh man, that nigga's a clown, man. That nigga all clickbait, man. But salute. Granted said, "Truth Tank has been coddled and protected and given many opportunities. Gary Russell need to pull up last night and post at this folk. They weren't gonna let him. They was gonna have him arrested before they let him pull up on Tank. He was gonna be arrested. Tank was talking about beating Josh Taylor last night. He out his damn mind. We told y'all when he said this shit. But all I'm saying is people talking about they need to keep him active like Angel Santos. Ain't no fighter gonna be more active than he is right now. You know what I'm saying? He active. He fought 3 times this year. Who else fought 3 times this year? You know what I'm saying? They kept him active. They kept him active this year. He's still lazy. When he gonna learn? You can't. I mean, shit. He about to go cash that check tonight or last night, whenever he can, deposit it into his account. It's gonna be the same ass shit. For real. Who would Tank fight? I think Tank fighting Leo Santa Cruz. They gonna try to make that at 130, but I don't think he can make 130. He had 3 fights and still couldn't make weight. He gonna get slayed. He gonna quit. He gonna be a Chavez. He gonna quit. He gonna be one of them niggas that quit if he don't take this shit serious. He got too much talent, bro. He AB. He got too many AB tendencies, bro. When AB started tasting that real money and that real success, AB went off the rockers. He said Gamboa would have won 36 rounds with Tevin. He said Tevin Farmer would have won 36 rounds with Gamboa. If y'all bought Leo and Tank, you'll shake my head. Well, I heard it might be bundled with a Mayweather pay-per-view. If I'm fighting Javier Fortuna next, taking WBC top. Man, he ain't want. Man, he already ducked Fortuna. When Abner Mares pulled out, I think he ducked Fortuna. People forget after Benavidez got shot, he won 2 fights before facing Crawford. No one mentions that leg. The leg. Exactly. AB fought. At one point, AB won fighting elite competition. He did fight Daniel Ponce de Leon to get his deal with Oscar De La Hoya. He lost that fight though. And then he started bombasting. Elroy Perez, RP, rest his soul. He fought another dude for the WBO title. One of the titles he had the purple and gold shorts. So his name was like Vince or something. Then he fought Jason Litzum, Vincent Escobedo. He didn't fight a real opponent after Ponce de Leon until he fought. He didn't fight a real opponent until he fought Antonio DeMarco. You know, Gavin reached that motherfucking knockout. He did lay the blueprint how to beat him, but like I said before about the guy, he talked all that shit. His fans expect people not to pump him on when he have a performance. People acting like, well, he beat him every round. True, he knocked him out. True, but he wasn't supposed to struggle with no Gamboa like that. Struggle to knock him out. Then in the 8th or 9th round, he said, "Why my body feel like this, nigga? What you mean?" Emmanuel Taylor, didn't that motherfucker lose to Algeria at first? Emmanuel Taylor was okay. He wasn't no top opposition though. He had fought Paulie before that. He fought Madonna before Emmanuel Taylor too. That was all before. T Part 24, he said, y'all need to stop hating on Tank. Nobody doing it like him at 30, 35. Hey, if it's hating, I'm guilty. How we hating on the dude? How we hating on this dude, man? He talk all this shit, and you struggle with a nigga that blew his Achilles out in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I understand he was winning every round and this and that. I ain't trying to hear that, man. He talk all this shit about everybody else. Wilder, Crawford. You know, he talk all this shit about everybody else. And then when it come to pull his big boy, let's fight Lomachenko. Oh no, like come on, I'm tired of that shit, man. Ali 313 said Tank 25. Dude's acting like he 19 or 20. He needs to fight some real fighters. And you know why he don't fight no real fighters. The reason why he don't fight no real fighters. The reason he don't fight no real fighters is because of his discipline outside the ring. They don't trust Tank. This is why Floyd tried to make Tank move to Vegas to stay focused. This is why they tried to keep an eye on him. But Tank want to do what he want to do. He want to go back to Baltimore and train how he want to train. Even when he was at Cunningham, he seemed to be in a lot better shape. But at the end of the day, he make his business. You know, I mean, what y'all want to say? But at least for Devin Haney last performance, it was a last minute replacement. That's what y'all not seeing. Devin Haney didn't have 8 to 10 weeks to train for that guy, and Devin Haney 20 years old. Tank keep running his mouth. That's what people forget. He keep running his mouth like he a big dog. If you run your mouth like a big dog, man, let's see it. You done beat this nigga ass in sparring. You done beat this nigga ass in sparring. Well, come on, man. Let's bring it to life. He run his mouth too much, dog. And then you being babysitted, bro. Everybody struggle, but niggas ain't struggling with no 40-year-old Gamboa on one leg. Fuck up out of here. And if Lomachenko struggles so bad, tell him get in the ring with him. If Teofimo Lopez struggle, get in the ring with him. Y'all, they be killing all this talk. I'm tired of all the talking. I'm tired of all the talking. Zulu Mortal Salute. All this talk. I stopped talk. Fight. Too much talking going on across the street. Shh. Sit. Sit. Hold on. Yeah. Like I said before, I didn't see Devin Haney last fight, so I can't speak on it. He said T.O. Devin Luke. Shh. Everybody wanted with Loma except for Tank. Exactly. Teofimo Lopez, 22 years old. Do you hear him saying, I'm 22, Loma at the end of his way, Loma can wait. Or I'm going to move up and I'm going to get more experience and Loma can move up and fight me. Teofimo Lopez talked the talk and he walked the walk. You got to respect him for that. Teofimo Lopez talked the talk, but he walked the walk. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing else from Tank. Then shut the fuck up then like you a big dog. That's all I'm saying. All these dudes from across the street do is talk. And then these new fans get creative on how to defend them. You said, well, Tank lost to again. Tank was kind of, struggling with a one-legged. Well, Benavidez had one leg versus Crawford. Nigga got shot 2 years before that. What you saying? What you saying? Crawford got shot in the head. What you saying? Oh, if Crawford didn't get shot in the head, this and that. Fuck up out of here. Charlo was losing with a nigga that came in with his leg injured. He came in with his leg injured. And Jorge Sebastian Highland. All this, hey man, niggas can reach. Pay attention, dog. Make boxing great again. These dudes can reach and say, well, Crawford don't want to fight Sean Porter. He said he don't bring nothing to the table. All right. People can reach. They can get creative with the headline. All that, right? Motherfucking Tank go up there and say, oh, I'm only 25 years old and Lomachenko, he'll fight me, but he gotta get this, he gotta fight all the big fights he can because he getting old. Me, I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time. But no, everybody want to defend that though. Where's the consistency at it then? Everybody non-biased. Everybody want to keep it 100. What the consistency at then? You got Earl Spence, checker. I'm going to get the easy belt versus Sean Porter first. Right? Oh, Terence Crawford on the wrong side of the street. Right? Oh, Terence Crawford going to be a tough fight. Right? Oh, if Terence Crawford get a belt, I'm going to fight him. Right? But nobody, but you the bad guy. You the bad guy, right? If you talk about Tank not wanting to fight Loma. You the bad guy. If you pull up one of the 50,000 quotes, Errol Spence sound like a pussy. You the bad guy, right? Right? But yet again, AJ doing the same thing Errol Spence doing. Oh, AJ a punk. AJ this and that. AJ doing the same thing Errol Spence doing. Keith Thurman doing the same thing. Oh, Keith Thurman ducking Errol Spence and he doing the same thing Errol Spence doing. Call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. Look at Bob Arum. Teofimo Lopez said he wanted to fight Lomachenko. Bob Arum put him on the Hot Wheels track to fight him. Guess what he doing? He fight him in April. This dude could have bitched out and said, I can't make the weight no more. You know what he did? He got a nutritionist. Teofimo Lopez did everything in his power, and I wasn't the biggest believer in him. He did everything in his power to make sure the fight happened. Who realer? Who realer? Who realer? You talking about a nigga that ducked every competition that came his way. Tevin. Didn't want it with Brachet. Don't want it with Loma. Don't want it with Devin. Don't want it with Teofimo. All he's sitting right here, I'm the cash cow. All PBC fighters do is talk about how much money they're getting. Look at my chain. But then when they ass get in legal trouble, guess who they got to borrow money from? Al Haymon. You getting all this money, dope house, dope kitchen, all this jewelry, all the cars, but when money get funny, Al got to bail y'all out. Come on. You getting all this money, but you can't afford a nutritionist or a strength and conditioning coach. Come on. Come on. You getting all this money, but you got to come back after flying through a car window because you got to keep money pumping through. Come on, man. Who talking about money and who actually out here trying to fight the best? Come on. Who actually out here getting money and say, I'm getting money, I'm doing this, I don't need the best? It's the PBC guys. How many offers they sent all year? It's only one real fighter over there. It's only one real fighter over there. That's Deontay Wilder, bro. That's it. It's one real dude over there. Listen to what they say. I mean, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Oh, you a hater, man, because you hating on... Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'd be killing me. Like he cared. He's still getting drunk in these streets. It's still high. Come on. I want to see the best fight the best. But who got the excuses? I need to get this type of money. Motherfuckers sending $7 million offers, 5-7 million, and these niggas ducking. Then you got a nigga who ain't never... You got motherfuckers out here who's struggling. I ain't saying no name. You got dudes out here who's struggling to put food on their table. If they got to put breaking news on every motherfucking video, they struggling. You know what I'm saying? They struggling so bad, they think about moving to Texas. I ain't saying no names. Got to put breaking news on every video. They struggling so bad on these streets, right? They got to put breaking news in every video. I say it again. Talking about, $7 million ain't enough. $7 million ain't enough. Man, get up out of here. Come on. Come on, man. $7 million ain't enough. Who was you to tell? This nigga wasn't touching $1 million last year. Jamar Charlo wasn't. Danny said, I know exactly what you touching. Well, I'll get there. This last April. It was like April, March. You weren't making $1 million in 2018. Now you can make $7 million in 2020 and fight Andrade. What? Oh, it ain't enough money. I need $10 million to come over there and fight. Get up out of here, man. Get up out of here. Tevin Farmer offered Tank 5-7. Tank offered him $2 million. People say, "Oh, Tevin ducked." You mean he offered him $7 million? $7 million. What are you talking about? And then they go out and say, right? They go out there and say this. Well, we feel that he ready for Tevin Farmer. So you telling me somebody that had two world championships, the IBF lost it on weight, won the Super WBA at 130, he wasn't ready for Tevin Farmer? You telling me they didn't think Gervonta was ready for Tevin Farmer? Let me know the last time you heard anybody on the top rank side. Like Floyd Mayweather. He calls Gary Russell, bro. He calls him on the phone and say, you making Tank look bad. Stop calling Tank out. Nigga, what? And just listen to what people defending. Look at what people defending. How can you defend that? All-time great Floyd Mayweather called another fighter, tell him to stop picking on this fighter. What? Where they do that at, bro? Where? Appreciate Graylin Welch in the cash. I appreciate it, family. Where they do that at? 5-7. Tank ain't made 3 yet, probably. Come on, man. Jason Sosa, what up? Let's keep it a buck. Like I said, bro, you can't defend this, dog. You can't defend it, and people gonna find a way to defend it. I'm the bad guy, though. Hold on. Lawrence put a link in the chat. Let me see. Hold on. You can't defend it. Oh, Al Haymon so black, right? I ain't got no problem with Al. I'm just saying, why Gary Russell get done like that? Why Gary Russell? Why Gary Russell fighting in Allenstown, Pennsylvania, and he ain't on the Wilder Fury undercard? Why? That's Factor DT3. Salute. What's going on, family? You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell getting treated like what? Gary Russell getting treated like he the other. Like he got the leprosy plague on him. Why Gary Russell getting treated like that? They get look here, man. That card between Top Rank and PBC could be a Top Rank versus PBC card. You can have Ramirez at the fight post in February, drop the WBO belt. They can make Easter and Zepeda for the WBO. You can have Benavidez Juderman. You know, Baturbia, his mandatory could be on the prelim. If they can get the mandatory out the way, they can do Baturbia and Marcus Brown for 2 titles. Right? And I'm just doing this shit off the top. I ain't think about none of this before I got on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they got some more fighters I can't think of. I think it's too quick for Mean Machine to come back. They can scrap Gary Russell shit. Gary Russell can drop the belt. They could do Gary Russell and Burchett. Burchett ain't had no hard fight last time out. They could do Gary Russell and Burchett for the WBC. Come on, but you know what they're going to do? They're going to do what they did last time with Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. Loma in the mismatch, Leo in the mismatch, and that's the undercard. You know? That's what I'm saying. People want to sit here and play the narratives and they want to make threats. You threatening the wrong guy. You know what I'm saying? It could be the realest shit you ever spoke. It'll be the last thing you ever smoked. I ain't with the shits. Everybody want to go on here, act tough, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop. Play tough. Play tough. I ain't making no threats. Nigga, because niggas tell you I'm just the realest shit I ever said. You know why niggas saying this the realest shit niggas ever said? Because everything they said on YouTube a fucking lie. Everything niggas said on YouTube a fucking lie. That's why. That's why. Everything niggas saying is a fucking lie. He said Jamel Charlo, the 54-pound brother, wanted all the smoke. He wanted Hurd, Jaime, even Floyd. Now he wants J-Rock and how Mel not real. Yeah, Mel crazy. He probably do want all the smoke. I ain't never seen Mel duck no fade. Jose Ramirez. I hear Crawford fighting Jose Ramirez next. Maybe they work something out for Shane Porter, but I don't know. Birkin Boy money salute. Like I said before, niggas be selling so many lies, bro. They don't know how to keep up with them. You can't defend Premier Boxing Champion fighters. I can't do it no more, dog. I can't sit on here and tell a bold-faced lie when I know the truth. And the truth, it ain't nothing that people can't already see. At the end of the day, if Crawford fight another bum, it's Errol Spence fault. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Danny Garcia fucking bum. By y'all metrics, right? Am I lying? Danny Garcia bum. Who the fuck is Danny Garcia beat at 147? Who Danny Garcia beat? Man. Who he beat? Who Sean Porter beat? He beat Danny Garcia, who ain't beat nobody. He beat Devin Alexander, who had an opiate addiction. Never was the same after Madonna. Go ask Kevin Cunningham. He had a draw with Julio Diaz. Who the bum now? I'm just saying, who the bum now? Who the bum now? How you a bum begging for fights? Huh? I ain't worried about Gary Russell right now. How you a bum begging for fights? Huh? That's how you know these dudes some cornballs, bruh. They laugh at that niggas that want to fight the best. But then again, turn around, Pacquiao need to fight Errol. Why do Pacquiao need to fight Errol? Well, he got a belt. So do Terence Crawford. Pacquiao didn't did that. What can you do to Pacquiao to get you cool points? Pacquiao ain't no legacy. All they doing is chasing money. He not bringing $1 million to the table. I respect these fighters as they was chasing Floyd. Or retired Floyd. Because one thing you know, if you fight Floyd, you doing $1 million. You fight Pacquiao, you barely doing $500,000. Crawford lost. Sean Porter lost every big fight except for Danny Garcia. Every big fight. Every fight he had a draw with Julio Diaz. Not to mind you, he came down from super middleweight. Let's keep it 100. Stop telling half facts. He got a better resume for losing. It's a whole bunch of hot L's on that resume. Never won a championship at 40. Never won one at 54. Didn't win one at 60. Didn't win one at 68. So we giving credit for nigga resume for coming up short. We giving niggas kudos for coming up short. Really losing to Yuriorkis. Niggas thought he lost to Granados. So we giving dudes credit for that. I want Julio Diaz, a 135-pound champion, fighting a fucking super middleweight. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I'm coming with the facts. Danny Garcia and Terence Crawford could have did it January 25th. Why not? Matter of fact, they could have did it on ESPN. After the Heisman. But dudes want to price themselves out. Right? All of a sudden, Porter was a bum of everybody's eye. He was that white motherfucker from Shameless. He was a bum. He stank. His daddy wasn't nothing. Y'all hated Kenny Porter. The whole nine. I said, you can look up the receipts on the Sean Porter and Errol Spence prediction video. I said it's going to be a tough fight for Errol Spence. It's going to be a tough fight for him. He got to run through Sean Porter in 5 rounds and 3 rounds. And after the fight, all of a sudden, not Sean Porter an upgrade now. This motherfucker went from a raggedy ass motherfucking, he went from a raggedy ass Mercury or a Ford Escort all the way to a Lamborghini. See how motherfuckers change the story? The story don't change. Sean Porter was a bum. Your boy almost barely beat Sean Porter. So what that make your boy? A step above a bum. A step above a bum. That's what make your boy. A step above a bum. All of a sudden, Earl gonna run through Mikey Garcia. He gonna knock him out. He gonna drag him. He gonna stone cold start. He went 12 with a bum. With a lightweight, excuse me. A lightweight that didn't touch the ground. At least Rocky Martinez dropped Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence in there giving us. I don't give a fuck about no styles, make no fights right now. I don't give a hell about that. Which is true. But why didn't he knock him down? Huh? Why he was scared to get hit? Come on. Oh, Sean Porter resume. He lost. In the one win he got over Danny Garcia, that's the middle of the road welterweight. Middle of the road. Lost to Keith. Lost to Kale. Danny Garcia barely beat Robert Guerrero. He beat him. Sean Porter got dropped by Adrien Broner, bro. Adrien Broner was a super featherweight. Oh, how they forget. He got dropped by Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner, who don't move his hands. He let a super featherweight, Adrien Broner, drop a former super middleweight contender. A guy who beat Alexander Usyk in the amateurs. Come on. Come on. Stop playing with me. And all the guards y'all talking about, Crawford came up from what? 135. Errol Spence came down from 54. Sean Porter came down from super middleweight. Right? Right? Keith Thurman fought Carlos Katana at like 150. That's super middle. I mean, that's junior middleweight. Right? Right? Am I lying? Crawford moving up. Don Beck said, he said Porter started at 175, his first fight. Facts. Light heavyweight. Come on. Come on then. Fuck up out of here. Floyd Mayweather got his ribs broke by Lamont Peterson. Floyd Mayweather got outboxed by a crackhead in motherfucking Paul Saberdorf. Go look at that video. Fuck up out of here. But at the end of the day, when the meme machine dropped Crawford, did Errol Spence call him out? Did Danny Garcia call him out? Come on. Like I said before. Porter saying the same thing Bud is saying. They ain't trying to fight each other, but y'all ain't blaming Porter for the... Exactly, bro. Exactly. These dudes don't want to keep it 100. But you ask Sean Porter who the better fighter? Who the better fighter? Errol Spence or Sean Porter? I mean, Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. Who Sean Porter gonna say? Sean Porter already said it. He said Terence Crawford an all-around better fighter than Errol Spence. That's what he said. You don't believe me?
Terence. I think Terence has the superior everything. Skill, talent, speed, boxing ability, boxing IQ, very ring savvy. Of course, the best teacher is experience. So I've had the experience of being in the ring with Errol Spence.
As you Spence, Crawford.
Terence. I think Terence has the superior everything. Skill, talent, speed, boxing ability, boxing IQ, very ring savvy. Of course, the best teacher is experience. So I've had the experience of being in the ring with Errol Spence.
As you Spence, Crawford.
Terence.
What he say? What he say? What he say? What he say? He said, man, we don't get this money by 12, he gonna kill me and you, man. Word! He pulled me into the shit. I smoked a little half a joint with you. Come on, man, Craig, man. Stimulate your mind, man. It's Friday. We keep receipts, bro. We keep receipts. Shit, Sean Porter ain't never been in the ring with Wilder or Luis Ortiz. He been in the ring with Bud. He been in the ring with Errol Spence. Come on, Craig, man. Stimulate your mind. What he say? What he say? See, they make up shit. I got the actual facts. Come on, man. They making up shit. Oh, I heard that my homeboy said that Earl mine said mine. Let's talk about pimping because I can't remember what Earl said mine. Come on, man. We coming up with receipts. How can't you respect that? Want another one? You want another one? Give me a minute. You want another one? One used to be a good fighter, a good trainer now too. You know what I'm saying? He might throw the towel in quick as hell though. Let's see what he said back in February 2018. Hold on. Give me a minute.
No. Okay, let me ask you this. Out of all the welterweights, who is the number one welterweight right
now? Terence Crawford, baby. Terence Crawford.
Well, a lot of people say he hasn't even fought at 147.
I don't give a damn. He's the best.
So you'll put him over Errol Spence? And
he's the best. Terence Crawford.
Why do you speak so highly of him? I mean, I know why, but why do you have that?
The man got it all. He can do it all, man. He can box. He can punch. He can fight right-handed, left-handed. He can do it all.
So at this point, he hasn't been at 147, but do you think he cleans up that division at this
point? Without a doubt.
Wow, okay.
Buddy McGurk. Too old, too young to remember him go fighting. Go check him out. Come on, man. Oh, now he gonna ride with his boy now. What Buddy McGurk? Buddy McGurk, that ain't his fighter. That ain't Buddy McGurk, boy. You want me to pull up another one? Put up another person saying it? Come on, man. Errol Spence, since he stepped up in opposition, versus it's an asterisk by everybody he stepped up. Kell Brook, broken eye. Right? Am I speaking my facts? Had to come from 160 back down to 147. Facts. Mikey Garcia, lightweight. He said he saw something. He didn't bulldoze him. Went the distance. Facts. Sean Porter. He couldn't stop Sean Porter. That's the only how you was gonna beat Sean Porter and get credit for it. 100% credit for it. Keith Tharp. Kell Brook beat Sean Porter better. A younger Sean Porter. They can say he held and all whatever he did. Don't let me hold you then. So come on. At the end of the day, who hiding though? Who ain't trying to make the fight? Who trying to fight Pacquiao and Pacquiao ain't trying to fight them? So then you move on to the next best one. Why Errol don't want to make that fight? It's not a 50-50 fight. I've been saying that. Errol Spence not that good. A 50-50 fight at that division is probably Keith Thurman at his best. Maybe versus Terence Crawford is the closest you're going to get. Errol Spence, easy work. And you know what's going to happen if they do fight after the accident? Guess what's going to happen? The car accident. Shit not no 50-50 fight. If you know boxing, Errol Spence don't got no motherfucking skills. Been saying that shit. That nigga just a dark-skinned, a little bit more athletic Gennady Golovkin. That's it. He's a Negro Golovkin. That's it. A Negro Golovkin. That's all he is. He don't punch the hardest. He don't know how to counter punch on a consistent basis. He put the earmuffs on you when you throw multiple punches at him. He an alcoholic. I'm just speaking the facts. Come on. He only good on the front foot. He can box a nigga like Mikey and Danny on the back foot. Come on, man. Gonna dispatch him, dude. This nigga's a Negro Golovkin without the power. Without that type of power. He's a Negro Golovkin. That's what he is. I called that years ago. Get out of here, man. Fuck up out of here. Talking about bitter, nigga. Yeah, I'm bitter. Them niggas ain't fighting, nigga. That's what I'm bitter about. I'm bitter they ain't fighting. But when they sit here shit on Terence Crawford because he won't give him a hug or an interview, do niggas be like, oh, I'm bitter over that? No, nigga. Y'all protecting a hoe ass nigga in Dallas. That's why the fucking Cowboys lost. Or they ain't make the playoffs. That's why they ain't make the playoffs for hoe ass niggas in Texas like Errol Spence. That's why they ain't make the playoffs. Fly, Eagles, fly, whatever the fuck that song is. That's why don't shit come to a whole ass motherfucking team, Jerry Jones, like that. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Tevin Farmer wanted to smoke with Tank. Tank ain't want it. You know what I'm saying? That's why them whole ass niggas ain't make the playoffs. Come on, niggas in Dallas still, niggas in Texas still believe they still believe in Jesus. They believe Jesus is white. Come on, man. Come on. Them Cowboys. They know Crawford a Packer fan. He gonna come out and know green and yellow, green and yellow. And you know what happened when AR-12 come to Jerry World. It's gonna be a robbery, so tuck your chain. Whatever that little nigga say. The little nigga Polo G. Randy Peller, salute. Like I said, you start killing, you just mad at the LD. Fuck them niggas. I'm sorry, fuck them. With an A's dick. Fuck them niggas. Most of them niggas my sons. They hear me talk about something. This is a nigga that don't go to the fight. That don't got to get the interviews. When I go to the fight, I go to enjoy it. And I know more than them. They talk to all the fighters. Errol Spence did disown Negro. He didn't disown Negro. You know, Negro, he can't tell Negro get another interview with Errol Spence, see how that work out. He didn't disown Blu-ray. Come on. They mad at Regis because Regis didn't do an interview with him. They getting smacked up at the fights. They getting water poured up on them at the press conference. Like, come on, bro. How many L's can you take in a year? From smack to getting water poured on niggas to Errol Spence cutting you off and Wilder. I don't have to get in contact with Wilder and tell him, man, he need to reassess doing interviews with them niggas, man. I'm about to reach out, bro. I need to reach out to him. I don't care. It's about people in here. Get out of here. Tell your mama she should have swallowed you. Yep, I'm a hater. I'm a hating because the best ain't fighting the best. But yet, y'all can hate on Anthony Joshua. But I can't hate on Errol Spence. Huh? Because I know hate the new truth. CrawfordAl boxing. Hate the new truth. Come on, keep that same energy y'all got for Joshua and put it on Spence. Keep that same hate energy y'all had for Sean Porter when he was ducking Errol Spence and Kenny was telling y'all Errol Spence. But keep that same energy for Kenny. Keep that same energy. Come on. Who the one out here promoting? Earl and Danny. Earl got to get all the belts. Or Earl want to fight Pacquiao first. We all know Pacquiao don't want to fight Earl, even coming off the car accident. Who's out here mad at Keith Thurman, right? I'm just telling you, who the real raccoons out here, right? Who the real raccoons? Or you can call them Negroes. Negroes don't know the truth, so they really think like Jesus white and stuff. They dubious to it, right? A raccoon, right? A raccoon don't know the truth, but he's still coon. All right, that's the difference. So at the end of the day, call me what you want to call me, right? What about them? AJ got 3 belts. He don't want to fight Wilder, right? Earl said he want undisputed, but he want to get the Pacquiao belt first, right? That's cool. He don't want to get the Crawford belt. Oh, check or not check. I need 60-40. I need 60-40, right? Remember Earl said I need 60-40 to fight Crawford. But he gave Mikey like 50-50, right? He gave Mikey 50-50, right? Then you go back. He just gave Sean 50-50, right? Then you go back one. Then you move up. You go back one. Deontay Wilder gave Fury 50-50. And he giving Fury 50-50 again. Fury don't bring one belt to the table. Fury don't want to bring one belt to the table. All of a sudden, Thurman, I need a lot of money to fight Crawford. Okay. Errol, I need 60-40 to fight Crawford. And I need to get the extra belt. Then rewinded, who the real raccoon, right? Who the real Negro coon? Oh, I hope Pacquiao beat Thurman. We pro-black, but I'm riding with Pacquiao. Meanwhile, some of the LDBC members are married to an Asian women. Slow it down. Their kid's name is Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Last time I checked, Abraham Lincoln, they say he had a little Negro in him. But last time I checked, John F. Kennedy was white. Slow it down. Then Pacquiao beats Thurman. He names his dog after Thurman. Where the Black Patrol Police at then? Where the LDBC at then? Huh? Imagine Manny Pacquiao beating Errol Spence, right? And naming his dog Errol. Oh, he racist. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Anybody trying? Crawford doesn't sell. Neither does Errol Spence. Don't sell shit. Tell me the pay-per-view numbers. Why block you? What's Errol Spence pay-per-view numbers? No, he didn't do 350. No, he didn't do 300K with Sean Porter. Them niggas did 200,000, maybe 275 at the most. Come on, pay-per-view star, right? Him and Mikey Garcia, they sold 50,000 tickets. Mikey sold half of them. Jerry bought the other half of them. Come on. So what Errol Spence selling? Errol Spence selling 500,000 pay-per-view. He selling $1 million. What he selling? What he selling? He on Forbes. Anybody seen Errol Spence on Forbes? Y'all see Errol Spence on Forbes for last year, this year? Come on, you see any PBC fight? They getting so much money. Big money. You see AJ on Forbes before you see any of them niggas on. You can add 10 of their fighters up and they probably ain't pulling in what AJ pulling in. You see any PBC fighters on Forbes? They show Errol Spence at the football game. They nigga think it's a Make-A-Wish Foundation. Oh, look at that little retarded nigga. Fuck up out of here. They think he'll make a Wish Foundation trustee or some shit. They think he'll make a rich student or something. Like, what did little nigga do, man? Yeah, he must got terminal illness or something like that. Oh, man, that's nice. Jerry Jones let him sit on the side. I don't even know who he is. Oh, he a boxer. He must be Adrien Broner. he must be Adrien Broner. he must be Adrien Broner. That's what they said. No, that Deontay Wilder. They got to be Deontay Wilder. I thought he's a heavyweight. He's small on TV. Fuck out of here, man. They thought this nigga Earl was a Make-A-Wish fight when he be on the side. They don't even show the nigga, for a while, it'd be 50 on the side or I'm talking about Curtis Jackson on the side, or it'd be like LeBron. And they show LeBron, yeah, whoop LeBron James, They show Earl, nigga, turn the camera right back. We're going to commercial. Come on, man. If they can make Wilder and Fury, right? If they can make Wilder and Fury, why they can't make Earl and Terence? Why? Make boxing great again. Y'all sitting here up here taking up for Tank for being a scary little cat. Y'all taking up for Earl for being a scary little cat. You know what I'm saying? Who else? None of the brothers get on Leo Santa Cruz. But they want to sit here bash Demetrius Andrade. They want to sit here ride a legend in Manny Pacquiao. They want to blast Anthony Joshua. But they want to get Earl and Tank a pass. They want to treat Gary Russell like he ain't black. They disown Rigondeaux after one loss. Tell me how casual that was. After he took a chance that Earl Spence would never take a chance doing. Come on. Who really black? Come on, man. Gary Russell not black? You know what I'm saying? Who was supporting Vigil Ortiz on the Zone after they told you not to buy the Zone? Because Vigil Ortiz from Dallas. Oh, that's my homeboy. That my homeboy. Motherfucker don't know you from a box of cornflakes. That my they preparing. They preparing for Wilder to off them off. So then they gonna have Vigil Ortiz come over there and co-sign them. See how they jumped off when Errol Spence got into the car accident? How they jumped off the train and tried to jump on to Devin Haney? But then again, the Zone ain't nothing, man. I don't like the Zone, man. I ain't paying for the Zone, man. He don't know Eddie Hearn, the Pilgrim. Last time I checked, in my Nipsey Hussle voice, Devin Haney a matchroom fighter. So after they told you to hate Eddie Hearn, they want to go over there and support Eddie Hearn. Huh? After they told you to hate Kenny Porter, now they love Kenny Porter. What is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? I don't understand it. Ronaldo, salute. I don't get it. Which one is it? I must be tripping, bro. I must be tripping. I must be tripping. I thought they was a little bit more civil in the South. I thought they was a little bit more civil. Maybe I'm underestimating. Come on, man. And what they gonna say? You a hater, man. You hate on Errol Spence. You damn right. I hate because he don't make the best fight out there. I hate because he holding it up. That's it. None more, none less. Let's talk about Regis though, man. And then I end off ethering more niggas. Since niggas want to send threats, shout out to the brother Wood. Wood stay real. Since they want to send threats, go ahead. Go ahead and send a threat this way. And then make sure they carving out a pine box for you when your body on the way back. Make sure they doing that. I ain't got nothing to lose out here in these streets. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Let's talk about Regis, man. Give me 1 second. All right, Crawford said, I need to add on Instagram. I need to add some more belts to my collection. Any challenger, step up. Regis said, I'm coming for you, boy. Now, Crawford must have said something. Hold on. Because I ain't get that part. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to pull it up. 1 minute. Because I think he told him to get a belt. I can't tell you if he said it or not, but let's see. Hold on. Give me a minute. Here we go. Regis said, I'm coming for you, boy. And then, I don't know. The nigga didn't even respond to the nigga. If the fans did. Hold on. I'm trying to find a response. But long story short, Regis threw his name in the hat. Regis said, I guess he responded to somebody. If I'm not mistaken, the last dude you fought didn't have a belt either, champ. I'm just saying. So, at the end of the day, I heard an interview that Lou DiBella did on the Boxing Voice, and he said that they still trying to possibly will sign with Top Rank if they can get a tune-up fight, Jose Ramirez and then Terence Crawford, but or the Browns fired Freddie Kitchens for anybody that cares. And basically he said they wanted to fight Ramirez. Ramirez didn't want to fight them. And what I heard was the contingency plan for Crawford was to fight Jose Ramirez next. So Ramirez just signed with Top Rank, re-signed with Top Rank. He got a fight in China, so him and Crawford probably fight maybe in the summertime. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be their second pay-per-view because Lopez and Tio gonna be a pay-per-view, and possibly that one will too, unless they got another plan. Also, I know Bob Arum. They wanted to do an unification bout for Undisputed between Taylor and Ramirez, but Ramirez got ordered another mandatory. So after he fight Postal, he got another mandatory. So with them fight once, twice a year, Undisputed class couldn't happen for Taylor and Ramirez till 2020. Also heard that DAZN is looking to make Mikey Garcia, if he stays there and don't get the Mikey fight, with Josh Taylor. So Mikey will move down if he stayed on his own to fight Josh Taylor. So at the end of the day, it looked like that may be a viable option somewhere down the line. Obviously, Regis was one of them dudes like Jaron Ennis, Devin Haney. He came up on Showbox, and Al Haymon just never signed them, whatever it was. It seemed that they might have disowned Lou DiBella, PBC, for whatever reason it was, after he split with Wilder. Because remember, Wilder was on Golden Boy at one point in time. And a lot of fighters was Adrien, Danny, Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, Adam Marsky, Leo Santa Cruz, keep going on and on. So at the end of the day, since Errol Spence too much of a pussy to fight and Danny Garcia too much of a pussy to fight, Crawford may have to fight Ramirez and eventually maybe Regis down the line. But from my observation, Regis Prograis and he fought at 152 in the amateurs, I believe, too. He too small. And people say Crawford is small welterweight. I think he would need a tune-up fight at 47 before he challenges anybody. I mean, Porter, Danny, any of those guys. Even Pacquiao, if he was so lucky to get that fight. Crawford, he would need a tune-up fight. Remember, this is a dude that was just barely losing to Errol Spence several times in the amateurs. So that there is a backstory there. I mean, even Maurice Hooker versus Errol Spence. That's if Maurice Hooker could have beat Ramirez or build his name back up. That's a good stay busy fight for Errol Spence down there in Texas to make a lot of money with Maurice Hooker. Regis Prograis is a guy that came up in Houston. It's a good money. That's a good little lick for him. So Bob may need to rethink. I mean, Al need to rethink maybe bringing over Regis Prograis. Because right now they're looking for the best deal. If you really want to monopolize it, but then again, it's not enough. It's not, look here, it's not enough. We talk real boxing. I'll answer questions in a minute. I got you, Ricky. But it's not enough fight dates and it's not enough money going around the Premier Boxing Champions. When I tell you dudes over there losing properties, they're having problems with the peoples and all that, they're having problems, but Fox kind of alleviated the pain. This is why they're going to join forces with Dana White. You know what I'm saying? Because they're having problems. And when Showtime was there, if it wasn't for the Fox deal, PBC would have probably obliterated. But Al got a Harvard degree in business, a business degree at Harvard. So he got the Fox deal. Had the the worst thing that could have happened, was from, if you don't like Al Haymon, which I love Al Haymon. I love what he do for the boxers, but as a boxing fan, I'm salty. But at the same time, I'm understanding of Al Haymon's works. If a fighter want to go out there and fight another fighter, Al Haymon gonna make it happen. But a lot of people making Al out to be the bad guy because they scared to go fight. They using Al as a shield. They using Al as a fullback. You know what I'm saying? They using Al as that riot shield on Call of Duty. That's a fact. They using Al to be the lead blocker, and they hiding behind him. See, it's shown if Wilder tell Al, and I'm just giving examples. Wilder told Al make the Fury 1 fight happen. Al did it. Wilder said make the Fury 2 fight happen. Despite Top Rank being involved, Al Haymon did it. Broner told him to make the Madonna fight. Al Haymon did it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something, you truly want to do it, Al can't talk you out of it. Sam, Sylvia, none of them could talk you out of doing it. Al Haymon gonna give you the best deal possible. And if the best deal possible ain't something you want to do, then you do what you want to do. See, a lot of motherfuckers hide behind Al. Now, do Al got a problem with Bob Arum? Yes. We got a problem with the WBO? Yes. Oscar De La Hoya? Yes. They all sued him, but they all worked together after that. Man, I think the Peter Quillen fight, they worked together for the Andy Lee fight. They're working together for Brian Carlos Castanos, the WBO, and Al Haymon. Al Haymon and Oscar De La Hoya worked together to send fighters back to De La Hoya that he took. Matisse, Amir Khan, a few other guys I believe went back. Also, Al Haymon and Oscar De La Hoya worked together on the Canelo Chavez Jr. pay-per-view. People forget about that. They worked together with Jojo Diaz and Gary Russell. Jojo Diaz just did an article the other day saying he got paid really, really good and still ain't got paid like that again. So he's worked with everybody. So Al Haymon ain't per se always the problem. Now, if he really don't want to work with somebody, it's Jay-Z. He don't ever work with Jay-Z. As you got with Peter Quillen. But if you want something to happen, Bob Arum will make it happen. I mean, Al will make it happen. I mean, Victor Paul Style and Jose Ramirez. 4 Life 1 Deep. And I don't know if that's him. I mean, Neutral Natural, but shout out to 4 Life 1 Deep 1. That's an Al Haymon and Bob Arum production. It's the fighters that don't want to fight. True. Come on. Who laying it out like this, though? Either you got a show with the host talking over everybody. You got somebody drifting off talking about pimping and fingering chicks and chicks taking vinegar baths. At the end of the day, or you got somebody trying to, there's the black people, white people did this to this, or they trying to, who laying it out like this, though? All jokes aside, who laying it out like this, though? These dudes on PBC don't want to fight nobody. That's not my biggest problem with them, though. My biggest problem with them is that they talk so much trash. They talk so much trash. Like, okay, man, I want to see this happen. Had they lay low and everybody took the Leo Santa Cruz route, I'm good with it. Obviously, I still want to see the fight, but I get it. But they talk so much trash, but the majority of them is all hiding behind Al Haymon. People forget Bob and Al Haymon and Bob was discussing the Danny Garcia, Adrien Broner versus Pacquiao scenario with one of them fight Pacquiao. They discussed that. They talk. I heard Bomac say, I talked to Derek James not too long. Derek James and Bomac talk. Really, we the only ones getting played. And I felt like a fool too. All these trolls coming in here, like Negro, like 78 AK General Child Chicken, even Fred from Barbershop Conversation. I understood what they were saying at one point. Right? I felt it. I could rock with them at one point. But it's like seeing the light. See, either you scared to admit that you wrong. You feel me? You scared to admit that you wrong, or you gonna ride and die with the lie. Me, I'm okay with. I've been wrong and failed so many times in life. I can take an L. I can come on here and say, well, I thought Tony Harrison was gonna get him. Now, would you respect me if I came in here and said, oh man, Jamil Charlo was on this and he was cheating, or they was gonna rob him anyway, and what was the VADA testing that? Oh, Jamil didn't deserve to win, and Tony didn't have a tune-up fight. Or would you respect the way I count? Like, hey man, Jamil fought a hell of a fight. Man, give credit to Jamil Charlo. You would have waited for me 2 or 3 days to drop the reaction video. Oh, not say nothing. Come back on Monday morning and act like it never happened. Come on. Either you respect the real or you don't. And I understand for people who don't respect the real, you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked. I seen the light. I seen how it worked behind the scenes. I see what Kenny Porter was talking about a year ago. I see what Anthony Joshua talking about now. I see it. And it's cool. I can admit it though. I don't need to twist the narrative. I don't need to twist the story. I don't need to lie. I see it. It's cool. It's protection. It ain't even that them protect. These dudes they'd rather get locked up. Y'all ever seen that video my man's did? He did this skit online like a year or two ago. He did a skit. And it was funny. The police was taking him to jail on the skit, right? And he was like, man, you take these cuffs off, I'll whoop your ass. Come on, man, take the cuffs off. Y'all cops always think y'all tough. So the cops took the cuffs off. He get to squaring up with the cops, right? He's squaring up with the cops. So the cops started doing some high kicks, some jiu-jitsu shit, and he started hoo-ha, karate. The dude put the cuffs back on, and got back in the car like, man, I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is, man. I can take my L. Oh, CJ, you said this, you was wrong. Hey, man, yeah. Before I knew this information, I thought Errol Spence wanted all of the smoke. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Or, CJ, you told me that, Crawford was going to do this and that and this and that. Okay, I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. But like I said, with Crawford, it's a number of possibilities, man. It's a number of possibilities this can go for him. I mean, they're going to create guys. At the end of the day, a lot of these dudes over the hill, Sean Porter will probably never be a 2-time world champion. Maybe he will. Errol Spence may be a 2-time world champion again, 2 different weight classes, multiple weight class world champion. Keith Thurman, maybe. Danny Garcia, maybe. But nobody really peeping out that these dudes been at this division all these years in a division that's never been consolidated. Not the 3 belts. Nigga, Wood, you more wronger than anybody on this motherfucker, man. Wood, Quan, salute. Wood tell Lil Quan, said, Wood be more wronger than any nigga on this motherfucker, man. Well, Javante, he sucked last night, nigga. Just tell it how it is, my nigga. Tell your boy, go get a strength and conditioning coach and nutritionist. Take that L, my nigga. He got the knockout last night. He did, but take that L. It ain't no fixing that wrong, nigga. It ain't no fixing it, my nigga. You know it. The nigga need to stay out the punani. Need to take off the jewelry. Hey, he need to just train. Be focused. We know the little nigga got the talent. Like I said before, I felt that he would beat Lomachenko. He got the natural talent to do so. I ain't surprised he won. I didn't want to go and watch the fight. I watched the Hawkins and Price fight. That shit was good as hell till my man's fucked his leg up. That's why I ended up going over to the card. Because I don't have Showtime no more. So I'm like, I missed it, man. That Price and Darwin fight was lit. I said, okay, I'm going to go watch the card. I got the fight on the computer. And I got the motherfucking game on the big screen. So then I had to leave and shoot a move. I came back, Badu Jack and Jean Pascal was in the 8th or 9th round, a 7th or 8th round or something like that. And that was a good ass fight. So I find myself paying attention more to the fight. Right? And I can't speak on that fight because I didn't see it from the beginning. It was a good fight. And then I started watching the Tank fight. And then I just kept watching it. I knew he was going to win. I thought Gamboa had blew out his shoe like Zion Williamson did. But he ruptured his shit. But at the end of the day, it's when you mentally prepare yourself. I'm a huge believer in mentally preparing and believing. If you say it in your head, even if you train life and death for a fight, you put it in your head that it's going to be an easy night, you already not mentally prepared. Tank was coming in to knock this nigga out, go to body tap, slap some bitches on the ass, eat some wings. You notice they started the press conference on YouTube hella early. Everybody thought that this fight was going to be a 1 or 2 round fight. You can't mentally prepare yourself for a fight like that. Mentally, you got to know this is going to be a tough fight. You got to train that way. But I'm going to tell you what did it, though. I'm going to tell you what did it. This is the best shape you're going to get that nigga in. He fought 3 times this year. 3 times. This is the most active you're going to get him in, He won't be more active more than this. He need to hire a strength conditioning. Leonard Ellaby is a strength conditioning coach. That's who used to do Floyd strength conditioning. Kevin Cunningham, he did a good job with him. He want to train in Baltimore, that's cool. But the one thing you got to know wherever you at, you can be in somewhere, Lawrenceville, Georgia. You can be in Dallas, Houston, Inglewood, Compton, Oakland. You can be wherever you is. Portland, Racine, Wisconsin, Columbus, Sandusky, Allentown, Pennsylvania. You can be wherever you going to be at. You can't live in the hood and be in the hood like that, bro. You can't. You can't be getting that money in the hood. People say, well, you can't leave your community and you still can get back. You still can be there every now and again. Adrien Broner got ran out the hood. They shot him up out of Ohio into Kentucky. He said you can't win by knockout with 3 knockdowns in every round. You can't win by knockout. I don't know what you meant by that. Rephrase that. But you looking at the glass half full. We looking at the other way around. Okay, he dropped him 3 times. This nigga who had a ruptured Achilles, he's supposed to handle that back. He's counting on 1 shot. And no matter how big of a puncher you is, Mike Tyson showed it, Wilder Fury showed it, Wilder Severn 1 showed it, Anuya Donaire showed it. No matter what weight class and level you at, it's somebody that's gonna take your punishment. Julian Jackson found his counterpart in G-Man. Terry Norris found his counterpart in Julian Jackson. Matisse, he was the machine. He found his counterpart in Danny Garcia. It's somebody out there that's gonna be able to take your power. Heavyweight, moving up, moving down. Your power is always gonna be a gift and a curse. Somebody else gonna be in there and they're gonna be able to see those shots, slip and counter. That's the truth. That wasn't no good performance last night, for he knew it wasn't. Now, will Tank be the motherfucker that rise to level competition and drop down to it? Hope not. And people say, well, you niggas always want to leave the hood and, do that right. Sometimes you got to do what's best for yourself. How many brothers in the hood then took under? Jimmy Wapo in Pittsburgh. Lil Snoop down there, I think in New Orleans. A lot of dudes then fell victim. Chino Drugs, whatever his name was, that was with French Montana. He got took out in the hood. And all these dudes dying in the hood the last 3 or 4 years. You can get back to the hood and still not beat it. Adrien Broner had to move. What that nigga Javante should look at Broner and be like, that's what I shouldn't and should be doing. Can't be there, bro. You can say he won every round, but motherfuckers know that was no A+ performance. He said it wasn't. He said it was a C+. And I agree with him. He knew it wasn't no good performance. Accept it. Accept it. However you want to talk, it wasn't a good performance. It wasn't an average performance. This was a piss poor performance from Tank. And if Tank was in there with Richard Comey, Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, even Devin Haney, he was in there with those guys, he would have trouble. Shit, even Tevin Farmer would have gave him some a bit of trouble. This is the God honest truth. He had the right opponent in there, and the reason they holding Tank back, before I finish on Terence and Regis, the reason they holding Tank back is because Tank disciplined outside the ring. Tank get too heavy. That's the problem. Not boxing need to get in better shape. At the end of the day, he fought 3 times this year. If he gonna continue to be heavy in between fights, you think they're gonna make him fight 4 or 5 times? No. This is what you gonna get. This is his habit. So how do you? Floyd tried to break the habit. Hey, come to Baltimore. I'm coming to Vegas. We gonna get you together. He didn't want to do it. They settled for Florida. He ended up back in Baltimore. It is what it is. Tank still beats Teofimo Lopez. I ain't sure about that one, bro. That can go either way, in my opinion. I ain't sure. His power don't look the same at 30, 35, but that could have been due to, I don't know what it could have been due to be honest, but whatever it had to do. But like I said before, discipline is a part of the game. Andre Ward had it. Bernard had it. Discipline. Discipline. If you can't be disciplined between fights, I don't know what to say. Kid Bud, salute though. Discipline. That's an attribute. But Terence and Regis, right now, Regis trying to get the Mikey fight, you know what I'm saying? And he feel that he didn't lose to Josh Taylor, but he did kind of call out Terence that he coming for him. And I like the way he's striding in the loss. He took the loss, he didn't hide. He doing commercials in New Orleans. He bought real estate, bought his mama a house. I like Regis Prograis, but one thing about it is styles make fights, and that Josh Taylor just proved that he was too little. So you go up to 47, he got to change some things up. To be honest with the change up, I couldn't tell you, but he really, really predictable in his attack. Really predictable. He got bullied on the instant. He tough though. He got good speed, but he, for as fast as he is, he kind of robotic. I like to see him get on his toes a little bit more and do some things, but like I said before, I knew Taylor was a better fighter going into that fight and a stronger fighter. My whole thing was Taylor going to be able to take Regis punches? He took them. But him going against Crawford is different from Taylor. Even though they both switch hit, he different. He more liable to be slicker, but he also more liable to get hit. You know what I'm saying? When Crawford gonna give him opportunities, just like Taylor did. And you gotta be able to take those opportunities, man. You gotta take those opportunities, man. And that's the difference. Why I think a lot of welterweights with Crawford, they can't hang. A lot of dudes, a dude like Mayweather and Crawford will be a really, really interesting fight because Floyd Mayweather can make you pay. Another nigga is gonna have to beat Crawford. Another slick nigga gonna have to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Or a good counter puncher. Like I said about Danny Garcia, good fighter, but what made Danny so dangerous is he a good counter puncher. Danny catch and shoot, and Danny punch with you. No other welterweight really doing that. The thing about Danny is he don't have speed. His power don't translate to 47 like that. Regis Prograis, he tough. He got one of the best staminas in the boxing. Him, Taylor, Ramirez, and the Charlo twins. Them 5 fighters, and I'm probably missing a few. You can put Josh Taylor in there too. But them 5 fighters right there, they can go. They gonna be with you unless you knocking them in Barashnik. You can get a few guys in there, but them the 5 to 7 I'm talking about. Taylor, Barashnik, Charlo, Jamel, Jamal, whoever the fuck else I said. Them motherfuckers can go. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be Regis gonna be in shape. He gonna be there. If you don't knock him out, he gonna be there from round 1 to round 12. His speed is dangerous. He just needs to make a few little minor changes, but down the road, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Crawford needs somebody to fight. So you're looking at Ramirez, Taylor, Regis, Ennis, Yuriorkis. You know, Crawford is going to end up making his name with the next generation of welterweights. He's going to be an older welterweight. He got to try to keep the Yuriorkis, the Ennises, the Prograises, the Taylors. Them the dudes he's going to be fighting. Possibly Mikey moving back up or staying at 47. Jesse Vargas staying at 47 if he win or lose versus Mikey. Maybe the Josh Kelly of the world if he able to do something. Maybe the Conor Ben of the world if he able to do something. That's just what he's dealing with. You know, and people claim to be real good boxing fans, but they laughing at his predicament. To me, ain't nothing cool about that. I want to see the best fights. But the fans are the problem. First off, people want to give excuses why they don't want to see the best fight. It don't matter to me. I don't care what your excuse is. Motherfuckers is 29 years old and don't have a signature win. They got micro signature wins. Don't nobody have no Leonard Benitez win or no Leonard Hearn win. Nobody has that win in boxing other than Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So when motherfuckers get to breaking down, when dudes get to breaking down niggas' resumes, who got the best resume out there? Even if Manny Pacquiao, you can break down his resume and you can dissect it and make him into a fraud. The catch weights, the drugs, whatever you want to say. If you really want to nitpick anybody's resume in this era, you can. You want to say Floyd, you can nitpick Canelo, robbery, juicing, whatever you want to say. Nobody has that absolute resume. Tell me somebody who got a Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Benitez resume. Them 2 wins right there is better than anybody wins on anybody's resume in boxing right now. Then he fought Adrien twice. He did all that before 30, if my memory serves me correctly. You got niggas that's 32 like Crawford. Errol be 30 next year. Sean Porter, 30-something. Demetrius, 30-something. The Charlos be 30 next year. Who got that type of... That's a signature victory. Everybody act like, the Kell Brook fight, the Sean Porter fight, the Mikey Garcia fight. That's not nothing. Crawford shit, not nothing. Nothing. Charlo shit, nothing. Benavidez Plant, AJ, nothing. Nothing. Even Keith Thurman, nothing. Keith Thurman could have put the cherry on top of this shit and fought Errol Spence. He could have put the cherry on top of it, and that would have been something. Or would have been something for Errol Spence. Can't take it away. It didn't happen. James Toney, McCallum, Nunn, Roy. Keep going on and on. These niggas was banging when they was young. Everybody acting like somebody's shit resume is better than somebody else's shit resume. Not. Even Adrien Broner. It's a good resume to this era. But look who he lost to. He already lost to Daniel Ponce de Leon's his first fight on HBO. Then he didn't fight another real fight till he fought Antonio DeMarco. Good win. Partly that fight could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? But this is what happened when you don't know history about. I'm not saying I'm the biggest historian, but this is what happened when you don't know history. So you question Floyd record, he beat Canelo. Man, I said exactly what you said, bro. I said if you want to, you can dissect Floyd's resume. Take it for however you want to take it. You can say Floyd picked and chose his fighters. He fought motherfuckers when they was old. However you want to slice the cake. I didn't say it was invalid. Give me a minute. I didn't say it was invalid or it was valid, not valid. I didn't say it. I said you can. But everybody acting like somebody's shitty ass resume is better than the next fighter, and it's not. It's not. Everybody's resume got holes in it. At the end of the day, if you said I ain't fought this guy, fight me. Only way you gonna know what caliber fighter you dealing with is if they fight the other top guy. Not doing the triangle theory, not fighting the worn out fighters, not fighting the fighters that have been through the ringer. No. AJ Wilder. Right? Who else you got in there? You got Viterbia, whoever, Bevel. However you want to do it, Billy Joe, Canelo, Plant, Benavidez, Charlo, Golovkin, Charlo, Andrade, Charlo, Canelo, Charlo, J-Rock, Teixeira, Lubin, Castanos, whenever they figure that situation out with the belts. Welterweight is Crawford and it's Errol Spence. Other shit don't matter. Manny Pacquiao don't bring you no cool points. Pacquiao bring your ass you to lose situation other than the money. If you knocked out Pacquiao, he was old and it happened 3 times before. If you outbox Pacquiao and beat him closely, it didn't hurt. It happened. It's nothing you can do. I would rather these niggas chase Floyd Mayweather. Real talk. What about Winky Wright? Shane, close fight with Bernard. Winky had a good career. Never forget that Bernard Hopkins fight. I felt like he won that fight. We're back. You go down to 140. At the end of the day, Taylor Ramirez, it ain't going to happen. Cry 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck the WBO for stopping that from happening. 35, hate to say it, Teofimo Lomachenko. That's what it boiled down to. And I will dub them the lineal champion in my opinion for that division. 130, Tank want to come back down? Miguel Burchett and Tank. You want to throw Tevin in there? We could throw Tevin in there. 126, Gary Russell, Warrington, Shakir Stevenson. 22, what is that? Nervetes. Who else in there? Nervetes. Getting a little bit tired now. Nervetes. Is it Danny Roman? Basically, that's that division right there. Ray Vargas, don't nobody rank his ass. Let me make sure I'm giving y'all right information. Yep. Ray Vargas, just born as hell. 118. The other Philippine Manny Pacquiao fight, Casimiro and Inouye, Blali. They got to figure it out if they do. And I think Estrada and whoever they want to throw in a super flyweight junior, Kel Yaffe ain't that good, or Jura Nakasas. I don't know about the other Japanese guy. I can't call it. So you can just keep going down and down, bro. You said Andrade resume is garbage. Okay, at the end of the day, people say Charlo resume was garbage. Jamal, he beat J-Rock. Okay. He barely beat Austin Trout. Okay. He ended up beating motherfucking old ass K9. Okay. Who he beat? He lost to Korobov, some people think. So you could chop down anybody. If his resume is garbage, if he's weak, if he is overrated, why we just can't fight? Seriously. Stephen Foltz about to take Nervetes, but I ain't seen enough of the kid. But he better be able to can fight. Navarrete's the real deal. I think he about to move up though, bro. Navarrete's. That's what I'm hearing. He probably gonna move up. Remember, Fulton on the wrong side of the street. He on the wrong side of the street. But just assuming that he's black fighter, he probably got the rhythmic movement to beat up Navarrete. But I don't know. That kid's special. You know, at the end of the day, if a motherfucker weak, he too small, he got. Hey, put an application in. Put an application in. Come on, stop criticizing fighters that you're not gonna fight. Joshua Mundo TV. I'm tired of that too. They hide behind A side, B side, and shit that nature. But like I said with Crawford and Regis, I think Regis need to evaluate some things boxing wise. I think he need to get back. He looking at it like, I won the fight, you didn't. Need some things to work on inside fighting. I like to see him on his toes a little bit more. And also, he fight at a set pace, but he seemed to have the stamina to fight at a high pace. So, Haney do beat Tank in my opinion, Daquan Gates. Yeah, I mean, I probably favor Tank because I know more about Tank, but we got to see. Devin Haney, he got to learn to sit down on his shots a little bit more. Tony Garvey said, I never understood why these dudes would rather Bud fight Porter instead of pushing for Bud to fight Spence or Pacquiao. Because they know what's going to happen. They don't want to see Errol Spence get his dick knocked in the dirt. That's what I'm willing. If Crawford lose, shit, I come on here and praise Errol Spence, man. I praise him. If he win, I'm gonna talk my shit. If Crawford win, I'm willing to roll the dice. But you know what? This the problem. Y'all ask questions now, and I close it out with the questions. Uzataki fell off. Tough. He won that. When somebody let a blueprint where you can't, when they know you can't cut the ring off, you can't deal with movement. That's it. You know, but the problem is, people's channel is predicated on one person. It's predicated on a certain amount of boxers. You can't predicate your channel on one or two boxers. It's not gonna work unless you're gonna talk about other stuff. But if your channel is just pushing Wilder, Spence, you know, eventually they gotta have an expiration date. Eventually somebody gotta lose. Somebody gotta fall off. And these niggas only fight once, twice. That's why niggas like this shit. See, me, I do this shit to troll a little bit. Talk my shit, troll. At the end of the day, I could talk about 1,000 different things. My channel, if Errol Spence and Crawford fell off the face of the earth, guess what? My channel, it moves on. My channel moves on. It makes no difference. I do this because I hear niggas sneak dissing. I hear niggas telling me videos, niggas sneak. So I'm letting niggas know. And they listen to my shit. I don't listen to that shit. Promise you that. Only time I listen to that shit if Wood do a video on it and the shit be funny. That's it. Yeah, Martinez got to move up a little bit, Mr. Julio G. I think he two or three weight classes below. Shit. You know, but like I said before, come on, man. When you don't want the best fighting the best, man, come on, man. Who's suspect? I want the best fighting the best, no matter who it is. But somebody don't. But you can't tell people that too many followers out here, dude. And too many dudes with female tendencies scared to say they wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If these niggas fall off, man, if Fury beat Wilder and Errol Spence lose next year, it's over with for certain channels, bro. It's over with. They dependent on other niggas. My channel ain't dependent on no other nigga. It's not dependent on me getting a press credential. This dude, it's not dependent on building one fight up. That's why I chose to start my channel after Pacquiao and Mayweather, bro. See, niggas dependent on another nigga. That's it. If boxing disappeared tomorrow, my channel's still gonna be here. NBA, NFL. I'm knowledgeable. Music entertainment, movie reviews, improving. I'm knowledgeable. Some people don't know. I can tell when somebody don't know nothing about sports. They're not knowledgeable, bro. They depend on somebody else's opinion and somebody else's opinion to survive. I don't. I just said he fighting fucking Jose Ramirez next, but shout out to SWAS. That's what I heard. Jose Ramirez, bro. Do you think Mikey beats Josh Taylor if they fight? Depending on how he move back down. I like Josh Taylor before Mikey moved back up, Ricky E. So to me, I had Josh Taylor winning anyway. I had him winning anyway. Oh, okay. Somebody sent it to me. I'm gonna shout his name out. Crawford said, I need to add some belts to my belt collection. Any challengers? Regis said, I'm coming for you. And Bud responded, hey, son, how you doing? Hoping everything okay over there. That's what Crawford said. Then he said, too bad you don't fit the bill because you don't have a belt. So that's what Crawford said. Shout out to King Box and Talk on Instagram. He said I was listening to you live and was trying to send this to you when you were trying to find him. You said, appreciate it, bro. I looked at my phone because he said it because what happened was Crawford said I need some challengers. I need some more belts from to my collection. Any challengers? Hashtag step up. Regis said I'm coming for you, boy. And he also said something else. I'm gonna pull that up. And Bud said, hey son, how you doing over there? Hoping everything is okay over there. Too bad. And Crawford said, too bad you don't fit the bill because you don't have a belt anymore. And then Regis said, Bud Crawford, if I'm not mistaken, the last dude you fought didn't have a belt either. Champ, just saying. So that was a little interaction. So I'm going to go through the questions real quick. Yeah, Danny should stay at 140, of course. Ness only want to hear himself. Ness hoping Danny will get a lucky shot on Buzz so he can draw more of his radical PBC listeners, Randy Litter. So I'm thinking he's talking about Ness in the boxing voice. Yeah, he'll use Danny Garcia fan. I remember years ago. Danny could learn a shot on Bud. I ain't gonna never lie. He good counterpuncher, and Bud leave himself open. But if Bud really step it up mentally and focus in and be technical, Danny shouldn't touch him. But once again, Bud is a risk taker. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers divided up between PBC, Top Rank, and all that shit. Some dudes got personal feelings about Top Rank. They denied me a credential. PBC allowed me a credential. It's personal. That's what it boiled down is personal. Any motherfucker want to push this propaganda out. Oh, Bud need to fight Sean. You need to fight Danny. Why not just fight Earl Spence? But same time again with Ness, wasn't he the same nigga that was laughing with Kenny Porter saying Mikey and Earl gonna do like 100,000, 80,000 pay-per-view? See, you gotta learn your audience. You gotta when you really listen to dudes, you gotta really learn what they pushing. That's a casual boxing talk show. And I used to listen to it when he had Vic and Beeb on there, but he don't let niggas list. He don't let niggas talk, and I respect Ness. He cool nigga. He don't let niggas talk. It's his show. He treated like that's why I don't want to work with nobody. I'm thinking about bringing some niggas on for the podcast I do once a week. You know what I'm saying? But really, I don't want to work with nobody. It's hard to find, even for niggas with a workout partner. It's hard for me to find out somebody that really match my dedication to certain things. When I'm dedicated and honed in on certain things, I'm serious about it. I want it bad. But I can never find nobody that want it as bad as me, that work as hard as me on certain things. And maybe other people can feel what I'm saying. But Real Boxer said Crawford is looking better, fighting 3 times a year. 16, 14 was his best years. All right, Boxing 1. I don't know all that shit is, but shout out to Boxing 1. Well, Bud can always go fight another Kowalski. If Porter isn't a suitable opponent, it's going to be Jose Ramirez. It might be Bud. It might be Porter. Maybe they're talking about it. I hear Lawrence Williams sent me a video where Bob said he want to fight him. Joshua Mundo TV. Some of these dudes act like Spence or Wilder cutting them a check. That's because they in the way they is, bro. In the way they is cutting the check. Let me explain it to you. They channel is built off Wilder and Earl giving interviews. And when they give an interview, all the other niggas in the community, they do live stream, they do videos on it. They talk about Earl all. That's all they talk about because that's what they make money off of. They make super chat, donations, monetization money on YouTube. they is cutting them a check if you look at it from a certain perspective. You know, you feel me? Keep going. Gamboa fought till round 12. Chavez quit in round 5. Two different persons. Shout out to Bobby. 913 boxing fan. Sad thing, all this is speculation until these guys step up and fight. Exactly, bro. Definitely agree. I've been saying it. You don't know until you know. Joshua Muno team. Some niggas that act scared, they get out there and win. Some of these do. Okay, I read that one. Who's selling more tickets? None of them. None of them. Nobody. When they say, "Oh, this dude sold," maybe Tank the only one that's moving real tickets. I can't speak because I don't have no inside information. All these niggas struggling selling tickets. All of them. All of them selling. They ain't moving no tickets. Tell you that right now. They said Wilder sold 4,000 tickets versus Luis Ortiz. And I know for a fact one of my homeboys, he said he had 5 or 6 of them. He got given to him for free. They was giving the tickets away for free. Nobody selling no fucking tickets for real. Maybe Tank the only one that's moving tickets is Joshua. Nobody selling tickets. When they said Sean Porter and Errol Spence, they did whatever 14, 15. Man, nigga, I know for a fact half of them tickets was given away. Or comp. They really sold like 8,000 in tickets. Just trying to keep it real. Everything I hear, I don't report. Yeah, I troll sometimes, man, but I hit him with the facts too. Ali 313 said he beat up Lopez, who just dropped Valdez. He beat Lil Canelo by KO. Beat Josh Greer, folded more tested than any other prospect. Nazim got him right now. He said he beat up. I don't even know who Lopez is. Oh, he must have fought Valdez. You know, he beat up Lil Canelo. Who Lil Canelo? Because I thought Estrada was Lil Canelo. I don't think he beat him up. Yeah, he beat Josh Greer. Well, I don't think that good. But we'll see. PBC ain't pushing him that hard. You see they ain't feed him to Figueroa. Gamboa faked the injury. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Whatever make you sleep better at night. You know what I'm saying? Whatever make you sleep better at night. If he faked the injury, he should have found the way out in that round. Was that the second, third, fourth round? Stephen fought the good fighter. He a real fighter. Well, PBC don't care if he real or not because they ain't pushing him. Other than that, they would have gave him Figueroa. But you see what they going to do. He said, I wish they didn't support Earl. Them clowns can get the fuck on. I laughed when they try to discredit Kavaliauskas when he probably knocked Danny on his ass. And let's see what Porter fight Kavaliauskas. Randy Litter. I mean, it is what it is. Now, bro, gonna flip a new narrative. They probably will flip a new narrative. And people still stupid enough to follow it. When Maypac be in Saudi Arabia, I don't know. It's hard to get Mayweather to fight out of Las Vegas. PBC been on that BS since Mayweather retired and started promoting. True. Bud posted on Instagram that he wanted to just unify yesterday and niggas attack him in the comment section bad as fuck. I swear it was them hating ass LDBC dudes. They love Spence so much. I'm telling you, who want the best fights and who don't want the best fights? Real talk, ask yourself that. Who want the best fights? Please. When you boil it down, who want the best fights? Who want the best fight and the best? None of these dudes want the best fight and the best. None of these dudes. I mean, if you going over here saying, "Oh no, Crawford and Earl, Crawford need to," why? Why you need to do this and that and then third? Either you want the best fights or not. You don't want the best fights. You know, how can I be suspect and I just want to see the best fight the best? Ask me that. Can't. Yeah, hold on. Okay. I'm a little bit behind. Who do you think John Pascal fight next? Marcus Brown probably in the rematch. That's why he was there. Hold on. Damn, I'm hella behind. My bad, y'all. I don't know what happened. I'm hella behind. Shout out to Get a Mic. I just seen I'm moving back up. Okay, damn. I don't know if I'm behind or not. I don't know what the fuck just happened. What's up, Get a Mic? Salute. Y'all gotta subscribe to Get a Mic. Real nigga. Real nigga, man. Kavaliauskas didn't beat Ray. Dude ain't gonna beat Garcia. He's a Granados level fighter. Gasses after 4 rounds. I thought he beat Ray Robinson, bro. I think a lot of niggas just running with that narrative because somebody else said. I watched that fight. I thought Kavaliauskas won that fight. I watched it. I went back and watched. I didn't see it live. Ray Robinson wasn't doing shit but running or walking him. Ray Robinson wasn't offensive enough. Motherfuckers just go. I'm telling you, niggas don't have their own opinion in boxing. Not too many people. People say what the commentators say. People say what the other aficionados say. They go to other nigga channel. People can't make their own opinion. When I do a video, I don't need to hear nobody else's opinion on nothing. All right? I do my video, I drop my opinion, then I go back and see the people that I want to hear their opinion on. But the reason everybody sound like is because they get their opinion from somebody else. I follow my own eyes. But Kavaliauskas beat Ray Robinson. I don't care what none of them niggas say. King Boxo, salute. I feel like if you're a real boxing fan, then you definitely want to see Bud and Spence. Meanwhile, these niggas don't want to, because they know he gonna lose. Tell you that, bro, already. It don't matter. He fight Pacquiao, he might lose. He fight Pacquiao, he might. I told y'all that, man. That if they allow Pacquiao not to test, man, look here, man. If they allow Pacquiao not to test, it would not surprise me if he whooped any of these niggas' asses. And I said that people got mad at me. Oh, Pacquiao ain't beating this guy. Man, if they allow him to beat the Pacquiao that he was versus Keith Thurman, bro, Pacquiao gonna sleep some dudes, man. I'm telling you. Pacquiao they gonna be calling that nigga the GOAT running through these dudes. Real talk. Gervonta sold 14,000. The attendance was 14,000. How many tickets did he actually move? They all comp tickets. How many tickets did they give away? The attendance was 14,000. No, I mean he actually moved 14,000. That's the difference. That's the difference. But at the end of the day, who cares? I don't care about a ticket sale. I don't care if it's 1,000 niggas in there or one nigga in there. I want to see the best fight the best. Man, I wish a nigga would bring that nigga on, man. That's clickbait city, man. He got his thing going on over there. Salute to him, man. I ain't knocking nobody's shit on here, man. Salute to Casual Boxing Talk. Do your thing. If it's working for him, it's working for him. Can't get mad at him. Of course, Bud was fighting smaller guys back then. I don't know what the comment was. Denny a 40-pounder and should stay there. But you can't make 40 your whole life. You can't make 40 your whole life. Yeah, get him Mike shit, man. He good nigga, man. Fuck with him. Hasn't Earl only had 1 or 2 interviews with Black Fight Fan Girl? Well, he was saying that was his cousin. Some shit niggas was saying. I don't know. You would think that nigga hit Earl Spence publicist. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know nigga suspect, man. Like, look here. I'm gonna say this, man. That's how you know nigga suspect. They supported the nigga because he gave them an interview, right? He gave him 2 interviews. And I believe the first one in the truck, I don't know what happened. I don't know who got him that interview. Maybe he just caught the nigga. But I'm believing the second interview he did about the checkers not check. I think Blu-ray got that nigga that interview. And just doing common sense, I think when he cut ties with Blu-ray, for whatever reason that was, running his mind, I don't know the truth. I believe he cut ties with Black Fight Fan after that, or Negro Fight Fan. So at the end of the day, they trying to fake like they still cool, but he really don't fuck with them like that. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, he co-signed. He gave them the co-sign they needed. So that's why they feel that they in debt with him. But meanwhile, for me, my platform was built without a co-sign. Like when niggas talking about self-made, I laid the bricks to this shit, man. From the boxing clinic, from matter of fact, being at Colossal Boxing Talk, to leaving there and laying the fucking bricks to my shit, putting the cement on my shit. I did everything. Laid the foundation, put the roof on it, built the garage. I built this shit with my hands, nigga, in my mind. Can't nobody take that from me. Can't nobody say, oh man, Goodfellas Sports TV, he be having Earl on, or he be having Wilder on, or he be having Joshua on, or he known for running with 78 General Chow Chicken, or he known for... Can't nobody say that, bro. I had 1,000 before I even know what the LDBC was. You heard? You hear me? Like I'm from New York, you hear me? I had 1,000 before that. I built my shit hand by hand. And I've given people countless advice. But do you see me saying, oh, I'm the reason this nigga do this, or I'm the reason he know how to do that, or I'm the reason? No. I'm not going to toot my own horn. Like, nigga, I did it because I genuinely wanted to help you. I try to answer each email that I can. And sorry if I didn't get to your email, or each DM that I can. I do that because, nigga, I'm a regular nigga. I like to chop it up. A lot of my conversations in the DM is the most intellectual boxing conversations you can have. I'm going to say it again. A lot of the conversation behind the scenes and then I share with people that don't get recorded, it's the best conversation I had about boxing. It's one of the reasons I keep doing it. I could have been switched over for boxing and been fine. All my top 5 videos come from something other than boxing. I do boxing because I like it. But it's time where I don't want to do it no more. And I don't need to do it, but I do it because I genuinely love the sport. But it is what it is. Wilder tickets, I heard they resell. I heard he sold out. And those are resale tickets. Long story short. He said Tank needs a new trainer or he'll lose his next fight. I don't think it's just trainer. I think he needs a strength and conditioning coach. Tank looked like an athlete that wasn't confident in the condition. He conditioned himself last night, Calvin said, his trainer. He made weight himself. Yeah, PBC ain't want to give Figueroa to Fulton. He got the WBO eliminator. Fulton stops Ray, but man, Ray a tough fighter, man. He hold, man. He real long. It's a tough fight, the way he fight. They could talk trash about Kyle Velasquez all day. They won at least. He got heart to get in there with Bud. Exactly. Mr. Julio G. Ray Linder. Big Al not letting Tank fight T.O. or Haney. He will wait till they move up to 40, so he's not have to fight them. He won't fight Loma either for years. Lucky if he get to see Tank fight Campbell. I'm going to read you something too, bro. Since you brought that up, I'm going to read you something real quick. And you take it for how you want to take it, right? I'm going to read you something. I'm going to read you something, man. I'm going to read you something. Hold on. I'm going to read this. Give me a minute. I'm going to read this. Now I'm going to tell you who it come from after I read it. He said, I'm so sick of reading all of these hypothetical matchups deep down inside knowing these fights are not happening. I'll read it again. I'm so sick of reading all these hypothetical matchups and deep down inside knowing these fights are not going to happen. That comes from Mr. PBC himself, Julian J. Rock Williams. That comes from Julian J. Rock Williams. He said, deep down inside, he know these fights not happening, and we arguing about them. Come on. Why these fights not happening? Because he already know. Al, he did an interview. Al Haymon don't want these fights to happen. And these fighters don't want these fights to happen. They know what it is, bro. These PBC fighters know they have to fight. They ain't got to fight, man. And so, you know, somebody trying to talk me and going to Wilder Fury fight. I just don't have no interest in the fight. I'm sorry. And if I do go, it'll be to enjoy Vegas for the first time. But that fight don't get me excited. I don't want to see them big two clumsy ass niggas. Man, when they make a fight that's worth going to, I take my money going to it. Until the end, I'm straight. Ray Vargas is the worst belt holder in boxing, dude, track, and boring, bro. Somebody tried to fight him. Rigondeaux. He ducked Rigondeaux. That would have been the boringest fight in history. Lawrence Winter said, I got my own. Salute. He said, Joshua Mwando TV, hopefully I'm saying it right. Imagine a nigga saying Sharapova don't deserve to play against Serena Williams. She got to win more tournaments first. Boxing, you ain't lying, bro. And people talking about, let's do a PBC, let's do a welterweight tournament. Man, you can't even get these dudes to fight each other. You talking about a welterweight tournament. Do you think we get Planet Benavidez? I heard they was trying to make that fight in 2020. I ain't heard much about it. I know Plant got a fight in his hometown in Nashville. And I heard that Benavidez is fighting Alvier Uniman sometime in February. Let Pac have back on the juice, and he's unifying 47. Shit, shit. Take it how you want to take it from Pacquiao and Thurman. Most people listen to Radio Raheem and think they got their facts straight. Tell them. I thought Radio Raheem just interviewed. Lionel Thompson versus Caleb Truex is next. I don't mind seeing it. Lionel Thompson looked good last night from a little bit I saw. He said Truex has a fight in January. Didn't he just blow out his Achilles or some shit? James Peter, salute. Charles Broner, Algeria is not beating Crawford at 47. That's not a smart statement. No, Algeria was never done at 47. Amir Khan beat him. And Pacquiao technically beat him at 47. His best win was beating Provodnikov and Emmanuel Taylor. James Bud, number 1 at 47. John Adams, he's talking to somebody. Bud needs these titles ASAP. He already an elder in boxing. Him and Errol Spence just 3 years apart, 2 years apart, right? Or he just turned 33. Errol Spence just took a few years off his boxing career with that car accident. Yeah, he's 32 years old. Earl will be 30 next year. They only 2 years apart. Keith Thurman old as hell too. I don't be trolling about Spence. I tell the motherfucking truth, unless it's a joke. That's what I call trolling. I tell the truth about Spence. He don't want that work. I just told y'all that. I've been telling y'all that ain't no troll. He don't want the work. The coach don't want the work. He don't want the work. I'm being God honest. He don't want that work. That's why I switched up. I'm like, all right, man, he don't want the work. When I found out that Crawford wanted to work for real, and it came out that Spence didn't want to work for real, that's just God honest truth. He don't want to work. They know he gonna get beat down. This ain't no mystery. That's why Floyd said the number 1 fighter in boxing was Terence Crawford. Bob Arum legitimately feel like he got 2 of the best fighters in the world, Lomachenko and Bud. He'll put them in against anybody. I didn't believe it at first, but it's true. Worst fight in history was Easter and Bartholomew. No, I've seen some worse ones than that. That was a terrible fight, but I've seen some worse ones than that. I can't really think of none off top. But I've seen some worse. Fury and Vladimir Klitschko was terrible. Vladimir Klitschko and David Haye was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Devin Alexander, Timothy Bradley was terrible. I've seen some terrible fights throughout my years. Yep. You've been around a minute. You've seen some bad. You've seen some worse ones or some that are equally worse. Who was HKHS? I don't even know what the fuck that is. No offense to him. He's had billions of people in the world. They barely getting 500,000. Ain't that crazy? WBS is the only good thing in boxing now. Yep. And then niggas don't want to jump into that. What's up, Ronnie Boy? First salute. I ain't gonna read that. Shit, I'll see you, Mr. Julio G. Bud has more fights. He said Bud has more fights. So you champion no matter how many fights you got. Put up or shut up or drop the belts. I want to see Jaron Ennis to fight Omar Figueroa in 2020. Omar Figueroa ain't if he come back, he won't be versus nobody like that. Ennis gonna have to pick a side. Or Ennis got to pick a side, or go down to 40, and get a belt at 40, and become a mandatory at 47. That's the only way he getting a shot. Ennis got to pick a company to be with, or pick a establishment to be with. If he don't, he gonna be just like Gary Russell. Even though Gary Russell got a side. Marty Boy Fresh just said exactly what I just said. I wasn't even looking. There's a limited amount of inventory on star quality boxes at the time. The promoters can't afford having the marquee names knocking each other off. That's why nobody's fighting great fight. At the end of the day, you overpaying dudes for bullshit fights just to keep them. That's like having a fucking Ferrari and not being able to drive it. That's it. That's like having a Ferrari and not being able to drive it. What good is it? Ain't none of these niggas moving tickets for real, except for Joshua, maybe Tank. That's it. And maybe some other people I'm forgetting. None of these niggas moving tickets. None of them. You create stars by making the best fights possible. Some people believe they fighter come on top. Some people won't. He said, or even next year, I think Spence beats him up, but you gotta see. Beat who up? He gonna fuck around and lose somebody. I think he gonna fuck around and lose to somebody he ain't supposed to. Why should I mark my words? Earl Spence gonna fuck around and lose somebody he ain't supposed to. So it don't matter if Thurman loses somebody he ain't supposed to, or Pacquiao, but him in particular, somebody gonna fuck him up who ain't supposed to. It may be at 47, it may be at 54, wherever he go. Somebody gonna fuck that dude up. Watch what I tell you. He better hope the IBF dude don't do it. Oh, Canelo. But Canelo ain't selling out no more neither. They said he sold out Madison Square Garden. I know for a fact they gave tickets away. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't sell out the Kovalev fight. So he ain't even selling out no more, but he moving tickets though, for sure. He said, Jason said, boxing always has the potential to be great if and when the best matchups happen. Yep. Ronnie said, look here, Bud is not going to let Arrow age him out. Bud will retire before that happens. They're the same age. It's only 2 years difference. And if you average it, when he turned 30 next month, and you average the car accident in there, I mean, he really like 30. He really like after that car accident, and this nigga still drunk, in my opinion. He's still high or drunk in the video I just seen of that nigga. He's still high or drunk, whatever one he is, or both. I'm telling you, that dude is an alcoholic, bro. Oh, he only 20. I thought the nigga was 29. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought the nigga was 29. Maybe I'm thinking about the Charlo twins. Maybe I'm thinking about Charlo twins. Yeah, he turned 30. Excuse me, he turned 30 next year. Unless they got it wrong on here. I thought his birthday was in January. I think that shit wrong. I don't know. Wikipedia probably got it wrong. Yeah, he's 29 years old. Yeah, that motherfucker gonna be 30 next year. Yeah, that motherfucker 29 years old. I told you. March, yeah. They say March his birthday. I thought it was in January. Yeah, that nigga about to be 30 next year. Yeah, that motherfucker about to be 30. Yeah, that nigga about to be 30. He said people aren't giving Porter resume enough. When you don't win, you don't get all the credit. But he could fight. But remember, this nigga was a light heavyweight, somebody said. Yeah, he disciplined, may maintain, he may not. But I'm telling you, this nigga still getting drunk and still high, Errol Spence, and hanging around the same niggas. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, dog. He's still getting drunk, still getting high. Whatever he doing, you can't make this up. And nobody got enough sense to say, hey, man, you need to stop. You said you could with the Bud fight happening in 2021. Man, that shit ain't gonna never happen. Like J-Rock said, he said them fights not gonna happen. They know Al don't want them fights to happen. Only reason Wilder and Fury happening is because of Wilder. Wilder wanted that fight. Other than that, I mean, like I said before, it's at a point where I'm gonna be like Carcino. I'm gonna talk boxing every now and again. That's it. I'm gonna end up being just like that nigga. I'm gonna end up covering music entertainment. I'm gonna end up doing rap reviews and more movie reviews, and I'm gonna talk more about NFL, NBA. I'm telling y'all that shit gonna come sooner than y'all think. I'm gonna end up just talking about that shit from now on. I just wish PBC just came out and just said we just gonna be a league like the NBA, UFC, Bellator. I would respect them more if they came out and they became a league. All of them niggas at the welterweight weight bully not named Terence Crawford and a few other niggas and Lippiets and Yugis. Nigga, Errol Spence started off 54. Sean started off at 54. 60 something, 175. Keith Thurman fought Carlos Catana at 150 at one point. A lot of them niggas is overstayed they welcome at 147. Problem is, I don't know shit about MMA. I might take an MMA class. I might end up fucking doing it. If I get more time, I'm going to take one so I can learn about it. But like I said before, all these dudes is weight bullies. If that's what I want to call it. My whole thing, if you can make the weight, ain't no debate. All these dudes is weight bullies, man. These niggas been at this division their whole career or higher, or they came back down. Nobody on PBC other than Danny Garcia has been a 2-division world champion. If Lippias get a belt, he'd be a 2-division world champion. But where you gonna get a belt from? He said Thurman started this shit by ducking. It wasn't Thurman fault. It was Al Haymon fault. Once again, when Thurman was a hungry lion, I'm gonna close it off on this one. Thurman was a hungry lion. He was calling out Paulie. He was calling out Broner. He was calling out Floyd. He was Floyd. He was the regular WA to Floyd Super WA belt for years. He was calling out Pacquiao. He was calling out Amir Khan. Keith Thurman was that. He was supposed to fight Marcus McDonald in his first fight with HBO. Keith Thurman was hungry. He was just like Errol Spence, blowing fire wherever he talked. Al Haymon started paying him not to fight other fighters. Al Haymon started paying Keith Thurman to duck other fighters because other fighters was ducking him. So Keith Thurman got $3.5 million, I believe, to fight Leonard Bundu. When you get $3.5 million to fight Leonard Bundu because other fighters don't want to fight you, come on, you gonna tell me, oh, you can get $3 million or $3.5 to fight Errol Spence? Man, hell no. I just made 3.5 fighting this dude. Nobody knew about, undefeated fighter from Italy. You telling me $3 million or 2.5 to fight Errol Spence? You out your mind. Al Haymon created this problem. He was paying. He always do his best interest of each individual fighter. You can't do that. So now when they want to make Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, it ain't enough money. So now it's a premature pay-per-view fight. Now Keith Thurman wants $6 million to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence saying, I want $3 or $4 million to fight him. We know it's not going to do good numbers on pay-per-view, so we're going to tell them we're going to build it up. Just wait. Obviously, somebody got injured. Then, he came back, lost to Pacquiao. What kind of message is that sending? You duck out for 22 months. You come back, tune up, and you get a Pacquiao fight. What message do that send to everybody else? What message do that send? If I don't fight the best, I still can get the big shot at Pacquiao. Come on. Al Haymon did this because he was protecting each individual like individual asset. I remember it like yesterday. I've been watching boxing for a long time. The business, I can tell you what years the fighters shift. Al Haymon single-handedly was the destruction of business boxing. That's it. It's a good thing for the fighters. But Keith Thurman is the poster child for that. Remember, that's like 5 years ago. 3-4 years ago, he was making 3.5. If I'm making 3.5 fighting Leonard Bundle, why do I want to go challenge myself and make 3.5 and have to work for a victory versus Errol Spence? Why? I know this dude gonna be tough. Come on, man. The same thing with Errol Spence. They was overpaying him because Berto's Porters didn't want to fight him. Keith didn't want to fight. So they overpaying people because people ducking them. Instead of saying, hey, man, you got to fight this guy. And they like, oh, no, man, my elbow hurt. He had 25 years of watching boxing focus film. It was out. Yeah, people don't want to get it. I noticed it with Keith Thurman. And I seen Keith Thurman. Oh, them Grizzly jerseys they wearing today. Cold as fuck. Them old Vancouvers. I got the hat somewhere. But I seen Keith Thurman go from the hunter to the prey. Keith Thurman got rewarded for ducking Errol Spence by fighting Pacquiao. I watched Keith Thurman turn to Errol Spence. I'm telling you, this ain't no hating, no trolling. I watched Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman and Errol Spence is so much parallels alike. They so much alike. Keith Thurman was the hungry lion. Errol Spence was the hungry lion. Keith Thurman got injured. Errol Spence got into the car accident. The difference is they gave Keith Thurman more time to drop the belts. Earl gonna keep his belts and rush back. But they was overpaying Earl to fight. Dudes was freezing Earl out. Berto said it. Berto said, man, he got to pay his due. Even when he got a belt, they had to overpay people. They had to overpay him to fight because people still don't want the belt. Danny didn't want the belt. Sean didn't want the belt. So it is what it is. When Don King and Bob was on top in boxing, well, none of this shit. Lou DiBella was the man at HBO. Ken Hirschman. Oh man, I don't know. Steven Espinoza. When all these dudes was running HBO and Showtime, man, boxing was still good. Don't nobody want to say it because Al got a lot of power. But Al Haymon is the reason. Al Haymon is the reason boxing is where it is. I'm sorry. But even when Don King and Bob was at each other's throat, they still had the best fights. That's crazy. And Keith Thurman, that was our last hope. Keith Thurman needed to take out Pacquiao. He couldn't do it. But he is Al Haymon. You know, I mean, like I said, if I had a son or a nephew or somebody, I would want them to sign with Al as from a fighter standpoint, but believe what you want to believe. Back when dudes had to earn their keep, they had to fight 3 or 4 times a year. Look at HBO numbers. Through the roof before Al Haymon. He said Don want to have nothing but unified champion. Don King understood when to cash out, when to cash in. You know, he might have had his rival, but Al Haymon had a lot of questionable victories on some of his cards. People don't want to believe it. It seemed like Al Haymon taking the Floyd Mayweather approach to this shit, man. He said Diego Cruz would have never fought Mayweather under this regime. Shit, Mayweather wouldn't have became a world champion off of Junior under Hernandez off of this. Real shit. He wouldn't have become a world champion. But don't nobody want to believe it. We gotta get these fighters paid, man. Yeah, man, I told these. I'm trying to tell people, dog. Nobody wanted to listen to me. I've been watching boxing folks since Holyfield bit off Tyson ear was the first fight I can vividly remember. And since then, I just love watching fights. The 2000s and the late 90s were nothing like this, bro. Nothing. Only thing I can say bad about the 2000s was heavyweight boxing was dead. But back then, I got all the pay-per-views. As a teenager and a kid, I got all the pay-per-views. Where I found somewhere to watch them at. Maybe at the bar. My grandma worked there. She worked at a bar, and I used to sit there, and I used to watch all the fights on the bar. Man, come on, man. Boxing was great. Before Al Haymon full-time got into boxing was great. I remember so many good, just mid-level fights. Spinks, Taylor, Winky, Bernard. You know what I'm saying? Even the James Toney and Samuel Peter fights. I mean, I remember them, dog. Zab and Shane and Cotto. And you had a lot of good fights, man. And the undercards used to be on bang, man. But what do I know? Y'all gonna trust niggas that started watching boxing in 2012. I've been watching it for years. He said money has fucked up. Yeah, Al Haymon. See, you might as well just put Al Haymon with a money sign next to it. Rory Griffin, yeah, this was one of the first fight. Boxing matches from the 90s. He said best box. Shit, the 80s too. You go back and watch some of them fights, man. Caesar's Palace, that was a good ass venue. Sugar Ray Leonard was making $10 million on NBC. With inflation, that's like what, 20, 30 million, $40 million right now. Oh, Taylor Pavlik won. That was classic. I thought that's when I know that's the fight that Taylor stamina issues caught up with him. Then Pavlik beat him up. Remember Martinez Pavlik? Martinez went in there and just beat the shit out of Pavlik ass. MDA 0214. Regis been asked for Bud. Regis nice, but I think he too small. All Bud gonna do is brawl and walk him down. Be a good fight. Regis got speed and power though. Al and Aaron need to get off pay-per-view. Al is a great man, but that marinade milk and US cable channels boxing is great with the internet. I mean, shit, it is what it is. You know, they don't pay, and niggas paying for that shit, but I ain't paying for it. I go to the movies and drop a dub, but I ain't paying for no. Now, if they come out with a genuine fight I want to see, I'll pay for it. But I was getting better fights. I was getting better fights on HBO. HBO was so worth it. It's before like streaming came in for like the movies. Man, you used to see the movie of the week, or the weekend, or the week, and it'd be some cold shit too. It'd be like I don't know what came out back in the day. I'm trying to think like I don't know. I won't say Armageddon. That's like late 90s. Trying to think of some shit I could think of. But it'd be like the movie of the week or whatever it was. You see, in the movie of the week could come in, right? Everybody tuning in on it because it's fresh on HBO. Then it roll into Jim Lampley and boxing. And them cards used to be crack. Early 2000s was great too. The early 2000s from 2000 to 09, they was banging. They was banging. Yeah, John Q. But they was banging, nigga. I'm not gonna. Man, that was work. If the Zone brought some shit like that, I'd pay a dub for that. It did. Showtime had they fights too. Calzaghe, Lacey, Bradley, Peterson. Yeah, they had they fights too, man. They were banging, dog. You had the pay-per-view fights. They were banging, dog. Regular channel, the open, they was like nothing but whoever was running that shit back then, they was banging. I pay for that. I pay for it. They were 2009. Even if you go like 10, 11 maybe, they was banging. I'm telling you, man, that was some good ass fights. Kessler and Calzaghe. I remember I was in my senior year in high school, man. I made sure I got home to watch that. I left the hoes at my man's house. I went home, had it on the TiVo. That's when I had the TiVo DVR. Man, all that, man. They were banging. Even the Taylor Hawkins pay-per-view, they had they pizzazz on it. Hopkins kept getting edged out by getting tired of that. They were banging. Oh, the Super 6? Yeah, I finished this shit, man. I got knocked out. No, you won. I finished this shit, man. I was at that fight with Andre Darrell and Arthur Abraham. Hell, it was at Joe Louis Arena. I'll never forget it. I bought tickets for my birthday, dog. I went down there. I had the day off. I lost my tickets. They gave me some more tickets. Hell yeah, man. I remember, man, I've been a boxing fan, bro. Been to numerous fights, all that. Met fighters. Daryl Cunningham, he a local fighter. He fought Andre Darrell on Showtime. But he was older at that point. Yeah, he come through the barbershop giving us free tickets to local shows and having jump rope. I've been around boxing for a long time, man. I've been around fighters, man. Love the sport of boxing. Genuinely got a love for it, man. The Pacquiao fights, the Moreras, the Morales, man, all that shit, man, was like crack, man. HBO was like cartoons on Saturday morning for me, dog. HBO was the shit. I ain't care nothing about the commentating. It was pretty solid. It was just good shit. Dr. Blick, salute. Good shit, man. I haven't watched as many older fights as I usually do. Sometimes I put it on YouTube on the TV and let it just roll the older fights. I ain't did that in a minute. Telling you, dog. That was... Yep, Vernon Forrest had us. That's how Al Haymon got into boxing. Vernon Forrest got Al Haymon to boxing. He had Al Haymon make the Mosley fight, and that's how Al got into boxing. Yup. Yeah, I got Sam Watson saying that shit on an interview with Ellie Sackback. Cloudy won that shit though. For Detroit. Cloudy won that shit though. But he got a shot at Pacquiao too. Yeah, Ken Norton, Ali, up. Y'all heard what he said, man. Tank a joke, man. Come on, he a joke. He a joke. He got to do better than that, bro. Well, he just why don't he move up to 40 and Bud move down to 40 that can fight? All this shadow talking, all this talking behind the curtain, nigga, meet me at 40, we can scrap. Straight up. Everybody tough with the camera in their face. But man, Kuma Deception, salute. Yeah, even Showtime was putting better fights than this shit. I swear they was. Showtime was putting better fights than this on. Especially when you include the World Super Series boxing. He said Elijah Wan, man, Jaime and Tank had the same resume. Yeah, pretty much. I used to be front row at all the fights back in the day. Folks didn't even know that. His brother was a fighter. His brother fought Sugar Ray Leonard. Bobby Haymon, yup. And Vernon Forrest ran up to him and told him, like, I can beat this dude. Get to me this fight. Boy, did we ever know we needed Shane Mosley to win the fight. Had Shane Mosley won that fight, that nigga wouldn't even be in the sport. Oh, man. I go back like, man, Shane, you got to do it for the future. Like I'm Bishop from X-Men. You got to do it for the future. You cannot lose to this man. Shane. Obi-Wan Shane, we need you to win this fight. Lopez could beat Tank. Hell yeah. Man, if you niggas, man, if Gamboa was in his prime, he would have beat Tank. For real. Man, I wish I could go back. Like man, Mosley, don't even take the fight, man. Fuck Vernon Forrest, man. Don't even take the fight, man. Shit, we go another route. Shane was too proud, though, man. Shane Mosley was a trooper. I think he the reason that Winky Wright broke through. He the reason Winky Wright broke through. Shane was a throwback nigga. Say what you want to say about that Balco shit. Shane was giving niggas opportunities. Had Shane not let Winky Wright in, if I'm researching, Winky Wright still be fucking begging for fights. If Shane didn't fight Winky, he still be begging for fights. He had to fight that motherfucker, man. Shane was a throwback fighter, dog. Shane say, line him up, I'll fight him. That was some hilarious. Yuriorkis just had his number, dog. Yuriorkis just had his number. You can't even say too much about that shit. He had his number. I can't even say more. Some niggas just got your number. Shane was giving niggas rematches, everything. Shane was giving niggas rematches, everything. That's why I won't really speak bad on Shane Mosley, man. About the Baco. Shane Mosley fight every Shane Mosley resume. If you just talking about resume, it's way better than Floyd Mayweather resume. Way better. I mean, he jumped up 2 weight classes to fight Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Or 1, excuse me. I know he jumped up 2 at one point. Yeah, he jumped up to welterweight to fight Oscar. He fought Oscar again. He fought Vernon Forrest, lost to him twice. No contest with Raul Marquez. He fought Winky Wright twice, lost both times. Beat the hell out of Fernando Vargas. He fought Collazo, lost to Cotto, beat Mayorga, beat Margarito. And then y'all know the rest. And the rest of the dudes he fought, man. Come on, man. Shane Mosley's resume better than Floyd's. He could have fought Floyd if he didn't jump up and fight Oscar. Yep, only person he didn't get was Trinidad. I don't know why that didn't happen. Was there a single fight or fighter that made you decide to make videos? Nah. Nope, not one. I made videos because I used to be at Colossal Sports TV, used to work over there and shit. And they convinced me to do videos on YouTube. I was like, get on mic. I just want to do videos on on Facebook. I was just a Facebook guy. So long story in, I end up making a deal with them over there, and we started doing videos, and we started I'm gonna end off with it. We kind of started Ryan Sloop. We was new, and I'm telling you, when niggas was hating, dog. Nigga, this one lady, bro. Her name was Mary Owens, bro. She told one of us, like, I swear to God, it's the funniest. I'll never forget this shit in my life. This was what motivated me to do videos more than anything else. She told me some crazy. I don't know if it was me or Jarrell. She told us some crazy shit like, lead a video making to the professionals like T Street. Man, I was mad as hell when a nigga told me that shit. And she was like, lead the professionals to the dudes like T Street. I'm like, bitch, I can do this shit. Like, I might not have everything down pat. I had a little Best Buy mic. And I was working off my computer. I said, oh, this bitch that motivated me. Right? I was more motivated than anything. Then we had some creative differences. And then that will fuel me. I'm going to show these niggas I can do it better than them. That's what I told them. I said, I'm going to show them, like, nigga, I'm going to show I can do it better than them. That's why I started doing videos. Real talk. That's why I started doing videos. When she told me that, that's what had we split without her saying that, I probably never make videos again. I probably would have been content, like, just sharing information on YouTube. But when she said that shit, that made me motivated like a motherfucker. And then, after we had creative differences and I left, I created me a channel. I said, I'm going to do it better than them niggas. That's what I said. I said, I'm going to do it better than them. That's what I said. That's why I said I'm going to do it better than them. I'm going to prove Mary ass wrong. And I did it. I did it without the interviews. I did it without a cosign. Like, nigga, I had it like, I'm like that cat. I'm like the end games. Like when that nigga when Iron Man was just in space about to die. That's how I felt, bro. I had nobody, bro. One of my first videos was Anthony Joshua, I think, beating Vladimir Klitschko. I shot it at my bar. I'll never forget that shit, dog. I'll never forget that shit, man. Never. I ain't coming this shit to talk about because I wanted. Man, I came in this shit because I had a point to prove, and I ended up falling in love with it. I'll never forget that. That bitch was Man, I got on my grind like a motherfucker. Well, yeah, let me get off, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video with your favorite LDBC member, man. One time for the one time we gone.